Bears.
Da da da. Chicago.
Da 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 da. Da Bears.
Soldier Field.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be cold. I forgot it's gonna be cold, dude. Bears win by 100.
Dude, it's gonna be cold, but it's not gonna be windy. It's not gonna be snowy. It's not gonna be freezing, even cold. When I say that, it's gonna be above 32. So it's gonna be cold in the mid 30s, but should be a good night for football in Chicago, my friend.
I'm excited for football in Chicago. I was listening earlier to the radio, the Chicago Bears radio, doing some errands, picking up some of the last minute presents I had to pick up for Jody and the kids and my parents. And I was listening when they got the report of who's going to be out. You should have heard every radio station, bro. They're just all going through the names. This guy, this guy, this guy. Who gets the start tonight? D Virgin. D Virgin gets his first start at corner tonight.
That's I like the symbolism there.
Exactly. It's going to be absolutely crazy. I feel bad for the Bears. But listen, man, I just saw the Cleveland Browns blew it at the last minute. They had like 20 people missing tonight and a third string quarterback, and they almost beat the Raiders.
Yep, they did. And I mean, if you look at the Bears, and I mean, look what they did last week offensively against the Packers for a little while, in playing. You never know what's going to happen. I don't think they have a chance to win. Sorry, Bears fans. I did wear purple tonight, even though Jonathan said it's kind of hard to tell that this is purple, but like if you look at the inside of the sleeve, you can see that the purple. It's purple. When you see the inside,
the inside's much more purple.
The inside's much more purple than the outside. But yeah, I do think that the Bears will lose tonight, my friend. They've lost 7 of 8 games. Half the team is out, like you said. Their coach is on a hot seat. They got nothing really to play for. I don't see this being a complete bloodbath, but I do see Minnesota winning handily, my friend.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Again, I think that secondary could be one of the worst secondaries in the league tonight, just because of all the people they have out, both safeties, all the corners. It's not even fair. They were talking about it on the radio. They're just like, it's just not really fair. They're like, if this is another team and not the Bears, maybe they move it to tomorrow night. But it's scheduled Monday night game. They're not going to cancel it. And so here we are.
And a couple games tomorrow night that are still going to be played. We will not be on the air with you tomorrow night. This is the Monday night game we do. We'll be back on Thursday night. So the NFL week is not officially over after our game tonight. There's 2 more games tomorrow. But if you have not gone into your app yet and you have not done your predictions for the Bears game that's coming up, my friends, do that right now. Go in there, make your predictions, make your picks. You'll have 5 bonus questions to answer anytime during the game that you want. And at halftime of tonight's game, make sure that your cell phone is charged. Make sure that you're awake. If you are at work and you work this third shift or whatever it is, take a break as soon as halftime starts. Take your lunch break. Make sure that you're available because Mike Golick is going to come on and join us, and we're going to call somebody live here on the air and ask them 2 questions. One of them is they're going to want to know who the sponsor is for tonight's Super Squares game. And then the second question, if they get that right, is going to be a question about that sponsor's commercial. So last week we gave away a mortgage. It was very exciting. I hope we give away a mortgage next year. Not a whole mortgage, but a year's worth, I should say, of mortgage payments. And the one question I got today, because I posted this on social media, was, hey, are you guys paying my taxes? No. A lot of mortgage insurance, or a lot of mortgages have your mortgage payment, mortgage insurance, taxes, property insurance, all that stuff. No, we'll pay your mortgage for the next year up to $20,000, but we can't pay your taxes legally for you. So, my friends.
That is true. And in just a second, we'll go over the sponsor. We'll give you the skybox before we go over our picks. But first, a great question that I can give the answer to right now, my friends here in the Super Squares fam. And that is the winner of yesterday's 1 and 4 p.m. Skybox winners. That's the stream Skybox. Yep. That's my Skybox yesterday during those 2 games. I can give you those and those only. Those are what I have. The 1 o'clock games were Fake White Teeth from Jensen Beach, Florida. Had a score of 93.4151. That was the 1 o'clock winner. And the 4 o'clock winner is Tunyo from Sartell, Minnesota, with a score of 93.1335 and a 41 predictors. So
wow.
That's Tunyo for the 4 o'clock one and Fake White Teeth for the 1 o'clock one. Now, again, we have a Skybox tonight, other than beer, Beer.
Yes.
And the Skybox tonight is it's not embarrassing, although it could be the Skybox, my friend.
It could be, my friend.
Instead, it is unbearable. Unbearable. And I asked Frank, what's that in reference to? Like, what was he like making fun of Dave and I for being unbearable as we had a lot of fun last night? And then I thought, Bears. Unbearable. Embarrassing. So unbearable is the Skybox. I just joined it. I'll be joining beer as well.
Now, we did think that the Bears were going to get smoked. We watched them a week ago and playing the Packers, and we were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Bears are winning. At halftime, it was just like all Bears. And then the tide turned. So I don't expect a big showing from the Bears tonight. But when I'm looking at my predictors, John, did you do yours yet?
I did mine. I'm excited to talk about them.
I did go for the aforementioned reason that the Bears have no secondary. And looking at how these teams score points, the 9th-ranked team in the National Football League are your Minnesota Vikings at 26.5 points a game. And the Bears are giving up 25.5 points a game. So it's right around there, but I bumped it up even a little bit higher, knowing that the Bears secondary is basically a second-string team, like a preseason game. So I'm giving 30 points to the Vikings. And then we talked a little bit like about the Bears, how they were surprising last week, how they put some points on the board. Justin Fields is going to be in, and I mean, David Montgomery's healthy. Let's see what the offense can do. Maybe they can get something going. So I went Bears 20. I know that might be higher than most people think, but I went 30 Minnesota, 20 America's team.
So I'm kind of there with you. I do think that it might not even be a second-string secondary, my friend. It could be more like a third and fourth. So honestly, I don't even know that this secondary would start in the second quarter of a preseason game. So I think Cousins is going to have a field day. I have Minnesota getting 35 tonight and the Bears getting 13, both from Montgomery. Both those touchdowns and a missed 2-point conversion towards the end of the game for the Bears.
That is a big spread. We will see, my friend.
It is, and it's risky because as Father Josh brings up, it was Alvote in the Twitch chat. Cousins is 1-9 on Monday Night Football, and there was a game last year or the year before, I forget which one, at Soldier Field. So it must have been probably last year or 2 years ago on Monday Night Football, and it's like everyone thought, oh, the Bears are just going to get mauled by this Vikings team, and I'm pretty sure the Bears won that game, and Cousins went from 1-8 to 1-9. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can get to 2-9 tonight, my friend.
Yes, we will see. We will see. So a lot of ebb and flow here as far as looking at previous stats and the Bears being, on the losing end of 7 of their last 8 games. Kirk being 1-8 on these Monday night games. So we'll see. Total yards. Again, I think Minnesota's going to have their way. And Minnesota averages 400 yards a game. The Bears average 326 yards a game. I looked at both of those and thought, am I going to be up near 800? And I decided to dial it back a little bit, and I went 723.
I dialed it back even more than you because I think the Bears get about 200 total yards of offense. So I went 662 total yards.
Wow. So you have 30, what'd you say, 35 to what?
35-13.
35-13, and only how many yards? 600?
662. I just think the Vikings are going to get about a little over 400.
Wow. We will see.
Yeah, we will. And then total passing, I think that's an obvious Minnesota 353.
Wow. Okay, I went total passing with Minnesota at 255, knowing that America's team is the 8th ranked passing defense in the National Football League, giving up 216. So I figured, they do have that practice squad secondary in there. Let me bump it about 50 yards or so. I went 255 yards, Minnesota, because I think there's going to be a lot of Dalvin Cook running, my friend.
Dude, on that first play, Kirk Cousins rushes for 8 yards. Good luck, my friend. Everyone in the fam, let us know what your picks are. Nagy's 5-1 against the Vikings. Biggie Steve's son said, go 49-16 Bears.
That doesn't sound bad.
I hope Dalvin Cook does not have himself a game. For those paying attention to the Super Squares Fantasy League, I am going up in a huge game against Skeeter tonight.
Yeah, that is it is a big game for you, my friend.
I like this Bears throwback. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm trying to find the channel. So I can't.
ESPN 206.
Okay, let me go to. I can't get the program guide off. I can't get the channel. Let me see. Come on, baby. Here we go. 212.
I have a feeling we're going to be playing this sound a lot tonight, my friend.
There we go. I got the game on now, my friend.
Nice.
Oh, look at those. Yeah, I remember those jerseys, or the helmets, more specifically.
I like the socks. I wear those socks.
That's cool.
Dude, D-Rock picked Chicago 27-24.
You never know.
I mean, listen, if that happens, Justin Fields is going to have the best game of his career. And Darnell Mooney is going to get 2 tutties.
Dude, could happen.
Because they're missing, the Bears aren't just missing half of their defense, including their 4 starting secondary. They're also missing their best player on offense.
The Bears?
Yeah, they're missing their number 1 receiver. Did you not know that?
Who? Allen Robinson?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Allen Robinson also out tonight, as well as I believe both starting right and left tackles.
Is it COVID?
They didn't say, and they were joking on the radio about how it didn't really matter if he was going to be active or not because he wouldn't have played. So I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, he's just not. I mean, I don't know. I was going to say Darnell Mooney, but I mean, you look at Robinson and he's supposed to be number 1, but a lot of people thought he should have been traded before the deadline as well. There's Justin Jefferson spread out. Big, and also big game tonight for the Vikings as far as wild card implications as well, where the Bears, we don't have much to play for at all. Look at that Bear defense.
Dude, there's Ham. Ham's been a Viking favorite this year, my friend. Haven't seen Skeeter yet. I'm sure he'll join us. Robinson hasn't done anything all year. I mean, yeah, he plays for the Bears.
So also tonight, we are at some point expecting the commish, Matt Burke, to join us on the broadcast, correct?
That is correct. As soon as he gets settled in.
All right, cool.
He'll be joining us from Florida.
I do have some questions for Matt Burke that we've been saving, so that'll be good. And then once the commish does join us, anyone has any questions, they can pop them into chat as well. At halftime, I do have in the stack, I have Landon's laugh from tonight for tonight's halftime. Some marbles, dude. We have marbles.
Marbles will be ready to go.
There we go.
And the Vikings take a shot down the field to their tight end on 3rd and 3. Questionable play calling.
And the Bears shut them down on their first series. Go America's team.
Look at Ogletree there on the coverage there for Unconfident. Just an overthrow from Cousins. And CJ Ham is the fullback, and he's an awesome fullback. I'm a big fan of the fullback position because of the greatest fullback of all time, Corey Schlesinger.
Fake news.
Who blocked for the great Barry Sanders, my friend?
Barry Sanders was great, my friend.
People don't give Schlesinger enough credit. He was awesome on the Lions.
Is that the jersey you're going to make me wear?
Schlesinger? I might now. I was leaning towards giving you a Scotty Mitchell jersey, bro.
I looked at the Twitter today as I was looking back through something, and I saw like your post from yesterday. Hey, what jersey should I make Dave wear and this and that? And I was like, little too soon. little too soon. So
what is it now? It's 5-2, right?
No, 5-3.
It's 5-3?
Yeah, it was 5-2. Yesterday made it 5-3.
Okay, 5-3. Okay.
Win out to get to 6-5 in order to win.
Yep. That'll be fun. Hey, Dad. My dad's here. He says, bear down, my friend.
Bear down, Chicago Bears. You're going to need it, my friends.
That's a huge stop. Bears ball.
It is.
Let's see what Fields can do. Minnesota has a great pass rush. They've been great all year. I do believe that, I could be wrong, but I do believe their defensive line leads the league in sacks.
I was looking at that earlier, my friend, and let me see. I will tell you exactly because I did look at it. The Vikings are first with 41 sacks on the season. America's team is fifth with 36 sacks on the season. Also, Interceptions. Vikings have 11 interceptions. They're ranked 15th in the National Football League. The Bears 31st with only 5 interceptions this entire season. My friend.
Nice. I do believe this is also something that could happen tonight. I believe Robert Quinn for the Bears currently has 13 sacks on the season, which is the third most all-time Bears single season history since 1982 when they became an official stat. I do believe he needs 3.5 to have the all-time Bears sack record for a season.
My friend.
So we'll see if Robert Quinn can get a couple of sacks tonight.
And who would he be passing for that record, my friend?
I mean, off the top of my head, it's got to be Urlacher, right?
No, I don't think so.
Who do you think it is?
Probably a defensive lineman, maybe Richard Dent.
It is Richard Dent, 17.5.
Okay, there we go.
1984.
There it is, my friend. Okay, there you go.
I want to know, dude, Urlacher's got to be close to that.
In a single season, though? I mean, I don't know. Middle linebacker. And there's Justin Fields with the handoff to your boy. Look at Montgomery go!
Look at him go!
10 yards on his first carry, my friend. He's averaging 10 yards a carry.
That's not. If that continues, Skeeter's done.
And a flag on the play. Holding.
Wait, M. Stravos, are you I1?
Bears, my friend. Don't tell me I1's at the top of the box again.
No way. Let's look. 169, right there. Already has 7 predictors.
No way,
dude. And he was in the top of a couple the other day,
dude. And who did he recruit from Davenport, Florida? Built 1000.
I think Built
8 predictors.
I think Built recruited other way around. Built was here last year.
Okay.
Maybe I1 is Built's wife.
Maybe.
I'm trying to see if I can find. Dude, there was a season I know that Urlacher was going crazy on sacks. I'm trying to find. I do believe in 2001 he had 16.
Sorry.
Urlacher does have 41.5 career sacks, most by any linebacker in Bears history, my friend. And I do believe he had 16 in one season. So he was 1.5 away.
Wow.
It was that year, dude, he was going crazy.
Megan, too early to yawn. No yawning allowed. You gotta wait.
The game just started.
At least till halftime before you start to yawn.
We haven't even cracked a Frosty Bev.
I know. Look at Montgomery. He's like, come on, guys. Someone push me. On 2nd and 20, the David Montgomery rush up the middle for no yards. Not sure I like that play calling either, my friend.
16 sacks in one game, my friend. The great Brian Urlacher. Quarterback killer. Dude, look at Justin Fields doing the nice NFC North check down on 3rd and 17.
There you go.
Dude, listen, say what you want about the check down. That's something Fields needs to learn if he's going to be in this NFC North for a long time.
How to get 9 yards when you need 12.
100%, man. It's every single NFC North. I don't care. Aaron Rodgers does it.
I see. I was looking at some guesses here from earlier, and D-Rock put in here Alonzo Spellman. No, I tell you what. I remember Alonzo Spellman. He was a beast. Came out of Ohio State. Really nice dude. Horribly tragic story. I'm not sure if you've followed his career after he left D-Rock, the Chicago Bears. I remember him, dude. He was a specimen. Had 4% body fat or something. Was just ripped. I mean, he was a beast. He never really reached his potential, I don't think, in the National Football League.
He went to Ohio State, right?
Yeah, Ohio State. Yeah. But again, really nice dude. Talked to him all the time. And then after his career was over, I remember reading a story, I don't know, maybe 4, 5, 6 years ago about, police finding him in a hotel room, and he's I don't know if it's bipolar, and I don't know if bipolar, schizophrenic. I mean, he's got a lot of different mental disorders, problems, and everything and stuff and all that. Just really sad, to read the story. But he was a great guy when I knew him back in the mid-'90s playing for the Bears.
The Bears.
I think he wore number 90, if I remember correctly.
Hey, Kyle Wallace, good to see you, man. In 2000, he had 8 sacks, Tommy says.
He's 50 years old. Alonzo Spellman, born in 1971. Wow. 6'4", 292 pounds. Struggles with bipolar disorder. Spellman exhibited erratic behavior during his time with the Bears. His first public incident occurred in '98 when he became enraged when a doctor was late for an appointment. He pulled the telephone off a wall. Different thing, yeah. So, like I said, he's had a lot of problems. He's always nice to me, though.
Here's some breaking news. Tom Brady has been voted into the 2022 Pro Bowl. First 15-time Pro Bowler in NFL history.
There you go. And I wonder how those people that were, this last week saying, well, it's pretty much a Tom Brady MVP after the embarrassment last night that we watched. I wonder what happens to that argument.
It's apparently gone.
And in,
that's and all day today on Twitter. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. And in the last three games of the season, also here in Tampa, they announced that I think Godwin's out for the year with an ACL. Evans, I think, is out until the playoffs. And Fournette is to be determined on how much time he is going to miss.
And Godwin, like I think you said it, gone for the season.
Yeah. Yep. Godwin
for his ACL.
Out for the year. Yep.
It's crazy. It's unfortunate because it's unfortunate. Those guys, all 3 in one game. What are the odds of that? It really does just kind of ruin their chances. If anyone can do it, I guess Tom Brady can come back from it. We'll see. But the MVP, my friend, the MVP race down to 2 players, my friend. Do you know which 2 they are?
I will say Aaron Rodgers.
That's the leader right now, even though he's not the leader in all the categories. Someone else, after last night's Tom Brady performance, is a leader in all the categories.
Patrick Mahomes?
Matthew Stafford. Dead serious. It's between those 2 right now. And Rodgers obviously doing it with less help, you could argue.
Yeah.
And so that's why a lot of people are saying he should do it. But Stafford having an opportunity, my friend.
Yeah, yes, my friend. I did see, speaking of first in all categories, when I read the story about Tom Brady today and the just over the line there, and the All-Star, I want to say All-Star game, the Pro Bowl, or whatever it is, which I just kills me in the National Football League. Why they even play it and do it and all that stuff and everything. But it said for the first time in his career, at this point right now, I think he leads the NFL in attempts, completions, yards, and touchdowns. And it's the first time in his career he has led in all 4 of those categories.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
Especially at his age. It really is wild.
Yeah, and I saw they announced, I think, 4 other players that are in. Cooper Kupp is in. Your favorite Ram defensive lineman and Terry's favorite Ram defensive lineman is in. Aaron Donald.
Oh, nice. Aaron Donald.
Yeah, Kelsey. And there was one more I'm drawing a blank on. The running back from the Colts.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor. He's a stud.
Yeah, Taylor. So they were those were the 5 I think they announced that are already in, my friend.
How about Justin Jefferson there?
He's a stud.
For a Vikings first down. Now, Minnesota fans who are in here, they'll know what pick the Vikings had when they drafted Jefferson. My guess is I think it was 16, 17. But correct me, Vikings. When did they get Justin Jefferson? Because he's an absolute stud, and they got him outside the top 10. I'm certain of that. Tundra says 18. Heck of a steal, man, from the Vikings.
Yep. Dude, Dalvin Cook's already got 4 fantasy points, and your Montgomery's got .10.
Yeah, I'm going to need Montgomery to do a little more than that.
And you're going to need Dalvin Cook to stop doing this.
Yeah, he can do a couple of those little things. I just need to keep him out of the end zone, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, you got a close game, man. I know you think that you haven't won. I'm telling you, it's going to be really, really close. I hope you win. No offense, Skeeter. Love you, bro. But since you're a game ahead already, if you beat Jonathan, then that means I'm going to have to play Bourbon Drinker next week. And I don't want to do that, dude. So I need Jonathan to win. I'm all in for Jonathan.
Tommy says 18 or 21. Kid Rock says 22. Hey, there's a fumble.
Bears.
That's right, CJ. A lot of ball game left in this game. Dude, look at that. I thought the Lions had a bunch of stars that couldn't win a Super Bowl. Randy Moss, Adrian Peterson.
The great Chuck Foreman.
A little before my time.
I didn't see who the one on the right was. I watched them growing up. I didn't see who the farthest one on the right was.
Oh, that was Cook.
Oh, was it Cook? Oh, okay.
All right, dude. It's time for Conklin or Jefferson, my friend.
Yeah, Jefferson will. I really don't. I mean, he's playing against me. I really don't care if he scores or not because, like I said, it's almost impossible for me to beat the Bourbon Drinker. I would need Justin Jefferson to just do nothing at all tonight, and then I'd need 35 points from Cooper Kupp tomorrow. I just don't think it's possible.
Dude, I'm kind of dumb. I wish I would have started Cousins instead of Stafford tonight just because he's playing against that Bears secondary, but it's so cold there, man. You just never know what happens in Soldier Field.
Cousins in the air, touchdown Jefferson, my friend.
There you go. There's the first one. And Skeeter says, just remember the Eagles drafted Jalen Reagor right before Jefferson was drafted. Dude, they'll probably regret that.
Hey, the Bears drafted Mitch Trubisky before they passed on Patrick Mahomes.
And Watson, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, in retrospect, Watson may not have been such a bad thing.
Well, there's a lot less massage parlors out here in Chicago, my friend.
There you go. So the thing I read online today, I read a couple different stories because I clicked on the thing that you showed me, that little hashtag thing, and I saw Mitch Trubisky's name.
Again?
Yes, and it was comparing Mike Glennon to Mitch Trubisky. I still can't believe that the Bears did that. I mean, I remember when Glennon had a couple of good games down here for the Buccaneers, and then the Bears signed him to an $18 million guaranteed contract or something stupid. I'm like, oh my gosh. But it compared the two of them, and it said next year that Trubisky will be the quarterback of either the Giants or the Carolina Panthers.
Really?
That's what it said. I mean, but who knows? It's all speculation.
That's interesting, though.
Okay, so Bourbon Drinker says, if Skeeter wins and he wins, Skeeter's number 2, Bourbon to be number 3, and I'd play Swampshine if Swampshine can pull off a win. But I don't think Swampshine's winning. I don't think Swampshine can win. That's why I'm figuring they're going to lose. I mean, I guess there's a way they can maybe pull it off.
Dude, I don't think I knew this. My dad's saying the Packers drafted, was it Tony Mandrich before Barry Sanders?
I don't think they were in the same. What do you mean they drafted him before? Like in the same. Tony Mandrich came after.
I'm looking at the Barry Sanders draft class. Yeah, Tony Mandrich. From the tackle from Michigan State. They drafted him in number 2, and the Lions drafted Sanders at number 3.
Oh, they were saying okay.
Wow. And I didn't realize Troy Aikman was in that draft class, number 1, and then Derek Thomas for the Chiefs after that. That's wild. Dude. Wasn't Tony Mandrich kind of a bust?
Again, I don't know if he lived up to what he was supposed to do. I mean, I'm not gonna say he was a total bust, but yeah, he was not all that they expected.
That's wild. Yeah, people said bust. That's crazy. I don't know how I never knew that. I knew Barry was taken 3rd. I didn't even know who was before him.
mean,
I hate looking at missed draft picks, bro.
He played for like 9 years. I don't think anyone that plays for 9 years is a total bust. Like I said, he did not live up to expectations, my friend.
That's just, I think of the Lions drafting Eric Ebron, the tight end, over Aaron Donald.
Yep, hindsight, man.
Yep, hindsight 2020. Couple good players in the NFL right now from Pitt. Aaron Donald, and then I believe Connor from Arizona. We talked about that yesterday on stream.
James Conner?
Yeah, having himself a heck of a season. And he's just built different, man. He's massive.
And Arizona's a big question mark. I was thinking about that, like, as I was driving in, thinking, and again, I'm not trying to bash Detroit. That's easy enough to do at any given day. I'm just saying, after the way that they were beaten by Detroit, and then we watched them, they got beat last week. I mean, they looked so good early on and then through midseason. And I just wonder, do they just skid into the playoffs? Or do they just have a couple of bad games and they refocus? It's really going to be interesting to see the next 3 games with what they do.
Their head coach has done that almost every year that he's been there. He starts hot and then finishes pretty bad. It's interesting. It's like he's not making the right adjustments.
All right, I'm taking a look at my game group to see if there's anybody I know. I don't know Matty Ice, North Carolina, but Megan was pointing out there is a Matty Ice, North Carolina, because my buddy in Mokina is Matty Ice. So Matty Ice, North Carolina, back in my game group. Again, Worm 418. Mad Dog, Bad Dog, Vashon. That's great. Remember Mad Dog Vashon?
I do not.
He's a professional wrestler.
That's right, fellow Josh. Lions week, baby. Lions went out.
That's it. That's all I recognize, I think, in my game group, my friend.
You made this joke yesterday, and I thought you were kind of crazy. And then I looked at both schedules, and the Bears really could get last in the NFC North this year, my friend.
Exactly.
Really, they could. And listen, for Bears, it's one of the best destinations in football as a coach. You got Justin Fields, who still yet to be determined, but so far the best prospect they've had in a long time. If you can get a right coach in there. A lot of talk today on the radio about Ryan Day leaving Ohio State and coming to Chicago. We'll see. A lot of people think that would be a great fit. But then if they lose out, now you're talking about a top 5 potential draft pick too.
Yep.
So a pretty attractive situation for the Bears head coaching job, my friend.
And there's been such a great track record with Ohio State college coaches coming to the pros in recent history.
It doesn't always work, that's for sure.
Oh, Montgomery got swallowed up for a loss of 2, my friend.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they use him. I kind of hope that they use him the way that the Vikings used Cook tonight, which already Cook's got 2 receptions. They need to get Montgomery the ball in open space. Also, the thing I think I'm most excited about, besides my property value skyrocketing and Airbnb-ing my house out when the Bears move to Arlington Heights, is that hopefully they'll finally get a field that doesn't get everyone killed. Look how ugly that field is week after week. It's not even green in the middle. Hey, there's a QB run.
Oh, Justin fumbled, bro. Oh, my goodness.
Dude, watch Nagy use that play. Nagy's going to use that play to save his job. Well, you want more QB design runs? Look what happened.
Oh,
wow.
You got to tuck that ball in, man. Hold it as hard as you can. And he barely got grazed. It wasn't like someone punched that ball. It wasn't like his arm he got grazed and dropped that ball. Yeah,
that was mostly just the momentum of the guy's body and his arm.
Man, oh, man.
Who was typing?
I don't have the typewriter out. I haven't heard anyone typing tonight.
We've had a couple of jokes about typing. Do I type too much on stream?
I saw someone say something about typing earlier, and I remember like last year I made the joke about that, or someone was doing it. I said it sounded like a typewriter, and I got laughed at. But I remember using a typewriter, bro. Click, 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 click. click, 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 click.
They're talking to each other. Okay. Bashad Breeland would have missed that tackle. Let's you know what? I haven't looked tonight just to see. You know, I like to keep Super Squares on their toes, make sure they're always ready and prepared. I'm gonna just check the Valpak and see if Brando updated the Valpak VIPs. I'm gonna go here, learn more.
Learn more and scroll on down. And
I'm just gonna look and see what happens here on the website. It's public information.
How to be a VIP.
Become a Valpak.
It's on your.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
dude, Vikings Bears. That's tonight.
That is.
And it looks like the sponsor tonight is Duke Cannon.
Oh, that every guy's gonna want this.
What a thick sponsor.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with a little shake.
Nice, Ryan. Skeeter goes pedos. I'm gonna do a reaction.
Oh, you go ahead.
To celebrate my partial square so far.
Let me see what I have.
In fact, if the Vikings get another tutty here, I'll have a perfect.
I got a partial right now, my friend. I need it to stay there because I don't need the Vikings to do anything. They've got that 7 for me.
Is this a new commercial?
No. A few weeks old.
Da Duke. Look at Akeem Hicks, man. What a beast.
Yeah. So, I do have to tell you, it was kind of funny today. I walked into my, hey, CJ Craig gifted a tier 1 sub to Smoking Pigs. Way to go,
Dude, thanks, CJ. Appreciate that, man.
So, I walked into my son's room today and I said, hey, I found out who Joe Byron was today. He looks over and he starts laughing.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, I found out about that, that last night. And then later I came back in and I checked on him. And then he goes, if you could ask Joe Byron one thing, what would it be? And I said, to take me to dinner. He starts laughing. So yeah,
take me to dinner.
Take me to dinner.
So good.
Joe Byron.
Oh, they keep showing that replay. I like him, man. I like Justin Fields. He's on the sideline right now practicing holding the ball.
Yep. I'll tell you, I remember when Rashaan Salam, the Heisman Trophy winner from Colorado, I believe, was drafted by the hold on to the ball.
That was Tease Tabor, former Lion.
What are they going to call, like helmet to helmet or something like that? Because he was running forward with his head down on the ground trying to catch the ball and then got licked.
You recognize Tease Tabor there, Goof? Yeah, unnecessary roughness, they called.
He didn't say defenseless. Okay, I thought he said defense number 2. Okay, I thought he said defenseless. I mean, that's not a defenseless receiver. That's a horrible call.
Yeah, that is a horrible call.
That is a horrible, horrible call. What a great defensive play. Knocking the ball loose, hits him in the chest with the ball there. So that's a bad call.
Yeah.
Boo. Yeah.
Was it? I didn't see it if his face mask hit him or not.
I mean, it kind of like incidentally bumped as he's going in because he had the ball there and then it hit the ball and came away. I mean, but that's just a bad call.
Dude, Rashaan Salam, I feel like the first football video game I ever played, he was the starting running back for the Bears.
Probably. It probably was. And like I said, the Bears drafted him in the first round. And it was kind of midway through the first round, and everyone's like wondering, why is the Heisman Trophy winner falling? A couple more picks go by. Why is the Heisman Trophy winner falling? It gets down to the Bears, and the Bears pick him. And dude smoked dope like no one's business, bro. And he'd fumble all the time. I remember being in Soldier Field, watching them run from left to right, and he had a breakaway. Kind of like we watched Daniel Jones last year tackle himself.
Yeah.
Okay, remember, Rashaan Salam is rushing. He's on a breakaway, dude. There's no one within 10 yards of him. He's 20 yards from the end zone, running free and clear on a sweeper on the left-hand side for a touchdown, and he's running and just drops the ball. No one near him. No, there wasn't snow, nothing. Just dropped the ball. It got so bad that in training camp the next year, they made him carry a ball everywhere. Just kind of like Justin Fields on the sideline holding that ball. Everywhere he went, he had to carry a ball. And everybody else on that team was told, hey, if you can get that ball, here's what you get. I don't know what the prize was. So he'd be walking, the guys would walk by and, punch whatever. He had to walk with that ball everywhere.
Well, I didn't realize that he passed away.
Rashaan Salam, yeah, I think, it was probably within like the last 10 years. Was it about 9-10 years ago?
Yeah, wow. That's a super sad story. I did not know that. Didn't mean to bring the mood down. Wow, that sucks. He did it. Huh. The family did not. So he ended up committing suicide. He was drunk and high at the time. Family did not consent to having his brain studied because many people speculated that he had CTE. Wow, I was Googling to see like what's he up to today.
Yeah. 21st pick. I just pulled him up right now. Yeah, as I said, he just kept falling. Bears got him at 21. But look at that. He played with the Bears before they realized that they pretty much made a mistake with him, got rid of him in 97, went to Cleveland, Green Bay, Oakland, then the Memphis Maniacs, back to the NFL with the 49ers for a year, then to the CFL with the Toronto Argonauts. Yeah.
I got a partial there. Nice one.
Yeah, I'm reading his professional career. The Chicago Bears selected Salam in the first round with the 21st overall selection of the 1995 NFL Draft. He played for the Bears from 95 to 97. As a rookie, he rushed for 1,074 yards and scored 10 touchdowns. However, he also lost 9 fumbles.
Wow.
And averaged just 3.6 yards per carries. Yeah, problems with injuries, fumbles, and marijuana use led to only 3 years with the Bears.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Ryan Jean. I1 has won prizes in multiple weeks in a row. So we roast I1 every time that they come in here, early on in the games, but sometimes it works.
Oh, they're showing like the coach is just going after the umpires for that BS call. Yeah, I don't blame him. And then they call a penalty on Nagy. Ha!
That'll fire the team up, though.
Yeah.
All right, this cannot go to Cook. Skeeter's already texted me.
Oh, nice play.
I like how much they're targeting Conklin tonight.
So let me see. I'm 20th place in my game group. I haven't done any reactions yet, so I need to get off the schneid and do some reactions. Nothing going there.
Nope. Jefferson in motion on that play, too. Here comes the big third down. They're going to be throwing here. Ooh, don't get called for taunting.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Bears. It's third down. You got to stop him here. You can't give him a free first. This time I have M, which is 3-3. So I could use a touchdown. Minnesota missed extra point and then a Bears field goal.
I've got an F. F for Frank. Big money Frank.
Dude, look at Nagy's mad. He's screaming. That's a flag. I didn't see what happened.
Me either. I see him yelling.
Great goof. I didn't see what happened. I don't think it was delay of game.
I don't know. They went to commercial. I'm going to do a reaction since we're at a commercial.
Dude, I'm right there with you. I got Miller Lite, a taste you can depend on.
I've got a guaranteed rate. Go rate. I believe in my dream of a new home.
I think they were showing the replay of Nagy calling for taunting, but that can't be it, because the Bears were the ones taunting.
Unless someone taunted them first and they were taunting back. Got it. New question. I hadn't seen that one before.
Hey, Big Bird.
Hey, Big Bird.
All right, third down. The Bear fans are waving those towels, dude.
Where's Justin Jefferson again? Oh, he down goes. Look at that. They might not have a secondary, but they still have a defensive line that's fifth in the league in sacks, my friend.
Yeah, that was Quinn, right? Did Quinn get him?
I think so.
That's one if he did. He needs 2.5 more. Nice. Look at Nagy, dude. All in. I need Greg Joseph to miss this for fantasy purposes.
I think he made it. Hey, Dexter Willis subscribed, tier 1. Awesome, Dexter. Hello, how are you, my friend? Thank you.
His message is just all caps. Hello.
Exactly. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking about Dexter today when I was driving to the studio, and
Yeah.
I was thinking that in like 2023, when Dexter turns 21 and can officially play like his first like real Super Squares game with us, we need to do something special. We need to have like some kind of something special for him on that day, or like a special skybox or some kind of special prize, or we have to do something special for him in 2023, my friend.
Dude, maybe we're still giving away mortgages. He'd be home free for 2023.
There you go. They're showing it on the screen right now, my friend, Richard Dent. He's the sack man, Richard Dent. You know that, right?
That's amazing. Oh, yeah. Does he have a song?
Well, he did say, well, the sack man's coming. I'm the man, Dent. If the quarterback's slow, he's going to get bent. I stop the run. I stop the pass. I like to dump guys on their. Richard Dent, baby.
You should, Dexter. We love you here, man. All right, let's see what the Bears can do.
I'm sorry, go ahead. What, John?
I just said, let's see what the Bears can do.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering, Dexter. I mean, how was today, bro? Was it like we up last night, going strong till 1 or 2 in the morning, celebrating? Was today just like a continued celebration on after last night's big win? There you go, out to the 31.
Beer free for 2023.
That sounds like a plan.
Bro, it feels like David Montgomery time,
It'd be nice. See him bust one, dude. 69-yard touchdown run. Or 70 from there where they line the ball up. There you go, Montgomery. Okay, 9 yards will do. But it'd be nice if it was just a 70-yard touchdown run.
That's right. We did not cover that yet, Bourbon Drinker. That the Bears have a defense/special teams tutty in the last 6 Monday night games.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that one. First down.
Good to see you, bourbon drinker. D-Rock, sorry about your loss, man. Browns played a hell of a game. I was cheering for them to win. But you know what they say about prevent defense? It prevents you from winning.
Look at Justin. Look at Justin.
We ain't here to cause
there we go.
trouble.
We're just here to do the Super Bowl shuffle.
Look at Mooney. I'm actually surprised. And actually the reason that, mark my words, that the reason Skeeter loses to me in fantasy is because he did not start Darnell Mooney.
I hope so, dude.
He's the only receiver on the field that's going to be catching balls for the Bears tonight.
As Lord Goofa is saying that Cousins will have a pick six. We're talking about the Bears defense scoring. Interesting stat that I read today, my friend, is that there is one quarterback in the history of the National Football League that has started 50 or more games and not had a pick six against him. Do you know who that quarterback is?
Mitch Trubisky.
Yes. Slick Mitch, baby. Mitch.
Yeah, a perfect throw, by the way, from Justin Fields there, dropped by not Mooney. Let's go, Montgomery.
Getting you some yards.
Oh, I forgot to see what I'm rooting for tonight, dude.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know you were rooting for anything.
Oh, yeah. I think I already got one of them with a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Sure did, dude. Vikings -5.5. That's happening. Justin Jefferson touchdown. I just need a Conklin and a Montgomery tutty, and that's it. Oh, on that ball, Fields. Nice. Oh.
Flag? No.
Let's see, if he would have gone down on his knee there like the right way, he might have gotten a flag. But he kind of just bent over. That doesn't count. That's giving yourself up. Oh. Hope he's okay. You can get a little lower back stinger there. Congratulations, bourbon drinker. That's amazing. Third and 3. Fields.
First down, my friend.
First down, Bears. And that's Mooney. Dude, if I can just knock this Montgomery touchdown out of the way early, and now all of a sudden we're just cheering for Conklin and the Minnesota -5.5. How crazy would that be? First half.
But I think like 3 Montgomery touchdowns would be nice, though.
Dude, why does Dexter do this to me, bro?
What do you do?
He's trying to prank me, right? He says Jared Goff out.
I think that's fake news.
It's fake news. And there's, you know, the big report. I'll talk about the big report going around. It's more of a rumor than a report, but I'll talk about it here in just a second after this first down play from DeVers. We'll hand off to Mooney.
He dove for 4.
Not bad at all. If he could have just took 2 more steps before that dive, he could have been 8. So Goff has COVID for real? You guys serious?
Does he really? I haven't seen that.
Detroit announces bad health news about their starting QB. They have COVID-19. Come on. Isn't that amazing? He had COVID, but he threw for 300 yards against one of the best teams in the NFL.
There you go. Exactly. He's. I hope it's from what I've been told. I what's interesting was, is there a flag on that play too? It's probably holding. Is that the I was with the family. We did the thing down in Naples and kind of like the Christmas, the father-in-law thing and all that stuff. So I didn't really pay attention to any news. I haven't looked at anything since last week. So today, I got a chance to sit down and go in and look at everything and stuff. And I was reading some news stories, and talking about COVID and all this stuff, and everything. And I started reading like the winter of death stuff. Have you heard that?
No.
I guess Joe Byron. I guess Biden came out like on Thursday or something like that, or Wednesday, or maybe it was Thursday, and said that like for the Omicron,
Oh, I did hear that.
we have slowed down because of what we've done, or something like that. And then you vaccinated people, you're going to be fine. You unvaccinated people, it's going to be a winter of death and sickness for you and your family and your friends and stuff. I'm like,
Merry Christmas to the vaxxed, and the rest of you, good riddance.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Just no wild, way. Dude.
And then like the next day, I guess like his I don't know, like the deputy of COVID at the White House or something. I don't know what the guy's called. Said like the same thing, was answering a question and then said like the winter of death. And I'm like, is this a movie? It's like, it's just so bad. So bad.
It is wild.
And then I read the speaking of the president and Joe Biden and all that stuff, that there's a new dog. It said like the White House got a new dog, or Joe Biden got a new dog, and it's a German Shepherd. I'm going, hold on, didn't he just have a German Shepherd with all kinds of behavior problems that was biting people like 6 months ago?
Yep.
Isn't that true?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah. So some intern told him it was a good idea for his press to get another dog. Post a picture of a puppy.
Does he still have the dog that was biting people?
I have no idea, man.
Because I'm wondering. I was just like, man, it didn't go over so well earlier. Now you're going to bring another one in. And then I couldn't help to think, I hope the dog has all of its vaccinations. I hope it's fully vaccinated.
So, by the way, Ian Rappaport, at least what I'm hearing now, is that Eckler has not been placed on the list of COVID-19. Bosa has, so have plenty others from the Chargers. But here's what I've been hearing about Jared Goff from a couple of people who knew him in LA. Said that the guy can make any throw in the world, but that he has a confidence issue, and that McVay ruined his confidence, a ton in LA before they traded him, and that slowly this season, Dan Campbell and the coaching staff in Detroit is building it back up, which is why he's having such a better, a better few games these last few games. And if there's any truth to that, good. I like I've said, I hope that Goff is our guy. He hasn't been. Last few games he's been pretty good. It'd be nice to not have to rely on a rookie or bring someone like Minshew in.
Well, I told you, dude, that I thought it was in the long run, it's going to be a great trade and very beneficial for the Lions. I really think it's going to be. And speaking of McVay, I saw a video. It was funny. I saw a video of him the other day, and they showed, and this is something that you mentioned to me last week. You'll see where I go with this. So there's Sean McVay standing there, and there's a couple of reporters. Like the one guy asked me, he goes, last year against the Cardinals, fourth quarter, 3rd and 4 at the 17-yard line, whatever. And then he goes, yeah, we ran a such and such trap play with the handoff to so-and-so and this and that. And they're like, oh, that's amazing. And then he goes, okay, Monday night game in the second quarter when you were up by and they ask him these just like 2 obscure questions about just weird plays from like the year prior. And he's like, bam, knew them from memory. No notes, no nothing, just standing there talking to these reporters. And then they show a cut of Urban Meyer when they go, tell me about the playing time of that rookie, whatever. And he goes, yeah, he's been playing a lot more and all this stuff. It was just a comparison of the 2 of them, and it was hilarious.
That is a fumble by Montgomery, my friend.
Oh, that's -2 points for you, my friend.
Yep, down to 1 point so far. A lot of ball game left. That's a big turn of events for not just my fantasy, but for the Bears, who are about to be within 3 if they could get in the end zone. It's okay. It's Jefferson and Conklin time. And I will say, I think a lot of fellas, I don't know, Dave, you and I, we talk about this. We married up, right?
Yeah. Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And like, listen, I mean, I've been dating pretty people my entire life. My wife's gorgeous. That does not just give you all the confidence in the world. There's other areas in your life you got to be confident in. Yeah? Goff is confident in his relationship, not very confident with the football.
He will be. He said it's coming back. Nice.
Ooh, that was amazing. Ogletree having a game already. Matt Burke's going to be joining us, the commissioner of Super Squares. Around 9 o'clock, my friend.
Speaking of guys that married up, again, Matt Burke.
That's just the thing, man. If you're an above average guy, who's handsome and treats a lady well, you're almost sure to marry up.
Well, I'll tell you what, and I did. I mean, I married like a Miss America, like a supermodel. I mean, it's you, and I've read this. Oh, and that was really close.
It could have been pass interference.
Yeah.
Great defense.
Yep.
Let's see the replay to tell.
And this falls into like falls into me, falls into Burke as well. Is that if you ask women, like, what is like the number one thing you look for in a guy? Do you know what the answer is to that question?
I mean, I would say a man of faith.
Nope.
Okay, what is it?
A sense of humor.
Sense of humor.
Yeah. A guy that can like make a girl laugh and all that stuff. And like I said, like Burke he's done like stand-up and comedy, and we do almost blocked. Have that kind of knack and everything and stuff. So yeah, that's I've read that before. That when women are asked what is like the number one characteristic they look for in a guy or want in a guy, whatever, is a sense of humor. So look at him go. Get away.
Dude, he had it to the 40, didn't he? Just lose 5 more. Bengal says scrambled eggs.
Let me see. Number one thing women look for in a man. Let me just see what comes up with a search here. Here's what experts say. Here's what women want in a man. March 24th, 2021. According to experts, spoiler, humor is the key. That's right there.
Gotta be funny, bro. Good thing, man.
And it says confidence, trustworthiness, integrity, compassion.
Yep. Yeah, confidence is huge. Skeeter goes, money, all caps.
Some do. Some do look for that, but you mean money can't buy me love, right?
That's right.
Money can't buy your health to a certain degree. Money can't. I mean, money's great, but
part. I think the thing with money, and I mean, obviously, there's people out there, on both sides, right? Gold digging on both sides. It just happens to be a little more common or well known of ladies trying to marry for money. But part of what comes with money in general, financial stability, is just being confident and being able to provide, right?
Yep. I haven't seen that one, Lord Goofa. That there are dudes out there that are watching 20 to 30-minute videos, tutorials on how to be an alpha male. That's interesting. I wonder who's hosting those.
There's a lot, I'm sure.
I remember a buddy of mine produced a show, and it was, I don't know what network it was on, and it was called The Pickup Artist. And it was like some supposedly like great pickup artist dude that was like coaching like the kind of made them, like dorky-ish guys that can't get dates kind of thing, and teaching them how to do all this stuff and everything. But the dude that they had on that was like the guru. I mean, if I'm thinking like, okay, who am I going to cast in that role? I'd be casting someone that's, good looking, well-spoken, confident, professional, all those things. And the dude they had on was like wearing like, from what I remember, just looking at like, like different colored like fingernails, or maybe like eye makeup and like a top hat and just like all this just weird like carnival-y kind of stuff. But he was the pickup master. He was the dude that was the pickup artist that was teaching these guys. I got to Google it now, man. Hold on a minute.
Much love, CJ. And we Tundra Walker. I love this fam, dude, especially on Vikings game days.
Oh, see,
there you go, Century from YouTube.
A reality TV series, 16 episodes. It was on VH1. The show was hosted by pickup artist Mystery Eric von Markovic.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's got big old earrings in and a little. I mean, it's just I was just looking at like come on, like this dude's giving these guys advice. It was just funny to me, man. I don't know. I guess to each his own, but it wasn't what I pictured.
No.
Getting back to sense of humor.
Kind of a low-scoring game so far.
Yeah, that is kind of surprising.
And the Bears kind of wasting a timeout here. Although 2nd and 11, they want to make sure they put points on the board on this drive. Alpha Males play Super Squares. Amen, Ryan Jean. I'm excited for Berkey to join us tonight. I'm excited to see Golick. Last week, man, that guy who won, just all the confidence in the world, man. I love that.
Yep.
Golick couldn't get under his skin. Are you sure that's your final answer? I'm sure.
Next question, please.
Yeah, lock it down. I hated that, man. I hated that in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire back in the day. Like, somebody guesses on like $100,000 one, right? And they're like, are you sure? And then the guy's like, I'll take the money. And it's like, dude, no, don't let him talk you out of it. It's a fast timeout by the Bears.
Come on, Justin.
There goes Fields. It's a smart play, actually, to throw that there.
Yep. And to this point, Kirk Cousins a blistering against that Bears patchwork practice squad secondary, 7 of 10 for 44 yards and a touchdown. Justin Fields, 4 of 5 for 53 yards, my friend.
That fumble loss, it's the 2 turnovers that are killing the Bears right now.
Yeah. Go, Justin.
There he goes. That's what you need him to do, man. He can take this game over if he starts running a lot.
You see that game a couple weeks ago?
See, Dex.
It was a college game. It might have been, was it Oklahoma State or somebody? I'm trying to remember who it was. The quarterback just took off running and scrambling, and then he faked like he was going to slide, but kept going.
And then they changed the rule.
Yeah, I was going to say they probably should after that. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong.
They changed it immediately after.
Did they? Yeah.
Yep. You can't pretend to take a knee anymore. They're calling it a safety issue. Direct snap, by the way, to Montgomery.
Didn't work out so well as he lost a half yard, or maybe got back to the line of scrimmage at best.
Yeah, that was a great play. I forget. Was it Utah?
I don't remember who it was. I know it was a college game.
Yeah. Actually, you know who it was? It was a top draft prospect. It was Pitt.
Ah, there you go.
Where's
Where's
the guy
Terry
from
when
Pitt?
we need him?
Yeah, that was cool. And then they changed the rule. I love it. It's nice when rules get changed that don't have anything to do with the Lions losing games in the last second. Dude, I'm serious. 3 times in the last 5 years. It's nuts. They've changed rules because of the Lions. Oh, we didn't know that could happen in a game. Guess we should do something about it. Nice block from Montgomery there.
There you go.
And look at Mooney again.
Darnell.
Every catch he gets, Skeeter just crawls a little bit more into his second place hole. Oh, Skeeter, you're 100% right. It's an absolute right call to change the rule on that one. But it was hilarious. They've got some synergy, man. Justin Fields and Darnell Mooney. This is kind of another long drive by the Bears, but here's the thing. You're not going to beat this Vikings team with your bad secondary if you keep taking this much time off the clock and losing.
Penalty right there.
Gotta get in the end zone.
I'll start.
Yikes. Yeah. Is that going to be on Komet?
No, it's on the left tackle, I think. Tevin Jenkins.
Dude, that's nuts. I could never. We got to bring that up to Burke. I could never stay that still as an old lineman.
Oh,
dude, he had it. Go for it. You're 4-9.
they got to.
You're down 10 at home on Monday Night Football.
Go for it.
Justin Fields, dude. Let him run the ball.
They're going to kick. Well, second quarter, it's going to mess up my partial.
Dude, he's on the field. 4th and 1.
If they make it, I have a perfect square. Kick the field goal, Bears. Come on, dude. Come on, Justin.
Just please, Bears, do a good play call. You have to get the ball to Mooney, let Fields do it, or Montgomery.
Oh, good golly. Oh, my gosh.
Montgomery caught it.
Yep, Montgomery caught it, but that was just, again, I don't like the play call.
No, I don't like that play call either. I don't like the lob pass on that play from Fields with 2 defenders on him.
You need a yard, dude. As soon as he busted off the line in a quick slant right here, 85, bam.
Yeah. For me, it's you just look at Fields and he calls the play last second, and either he's going to run it or he's going to give it to Montgomery. I don't like that call there, but it worked. Okay, there's only one defender on him. The other guy was running in. It's a heck of a catch by Montgomery.
Yep.
My goodness.
No warning. Bears. Dude, CJ Craig gifted a tier 1 sub to Jay Price, my friend.
CJ's a legend, man. What a good guy.
21 subs. Way to go, CJ.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I got to tell you, man, a lot of these people in the Super Squares chat and our fam here join me over on Beard of Lovins during the day. And it's just really cool. Bengal was there this morning, just being like, hey, go Lions. And vice versa. A couple of people from Beard of Lovins playing Super Squares. And when they win, I win.
There you go, dude. I'll tell you what, speaking of that, so today my buddy, you see her driving around listening to from Chicago Sports Radio, Silverman, Waddle and Sylvie throws up on Twitter and he's like, hey, in a couple minutes we're talking to Paul Allen.
Really?
Yeah. So I shot a message to him and I'm like, dude, ask him who has won more, him, Burke, or Nordo playing Super Squares with us. Now, I don't know if we did mention it to him or not or whatever, but I shot that back to him on Twitter.
That's the thing that stinks about Twitter DMs. You can't tell if someone read it. On Instagram, if someone sends you a direct message, if they open it and read it, you can see that.
Yeah.
Did you text them?
No, I didn't text him.
Football is being played. Bro, if Montgomery gets in here, I literally just need the Vikings to win by 6 and Conklin to get in the end zone. Whole half left to go. They keep showing these all-time Bears.
Bears, my friend.
Probably because you got Quinn maybe trying to get the record tonight.
They're showing those purple people eaters, bro.
We'll be doing a game or 2 of marbles after Golick gets on and makes the phone call, my friend.
Oh, hype train is close. That's what it says. Hey, they just showed that video right there of the purple people eaters. So what purple people eater was it that then came and finished his career as a member of the Chicago Bears, my friend? I know someone in the chat will know.
Tundra Walker gifted 5 subs.
Way to go, Tundra.
Legend. You're a legend.
Oh,
dude, Fields fumbled again. He fumbled.
And he got the ball back, I think.
Did he?
Lost 20 yards.
No.
He was down on his back. He's down on his back, and he had the ball with him the whole time. That's a Bears ball, my friend.
You can't, man. You try to throw that ball away, Fields.
Nope.
2 people guessed Marshall.
Nope. Not Jim Marshall. Look at Justin. Oh.
Well, he's lucky to get that ball back.
Yeah, and laying on your back, grabbing the ball, that's not really the place you want to be when you're in a scrum. Eller. No, my friend. Dude, CJ Craig. Gifted like it's Christmas.
Another 5 gifted from CJ. And we're on a hype train, my friend. All aboard!
It has been a while since we've had a hype train. Skeet, my boy.
It has. And the reason for that, by the way, the reason that we aren't getting as much bits or subs and stuff, it is the effect of StreamYard.
Yeah, because we're kind of spread out.
We're spread out. You can't hear the notifications, all those kind of intricacy things that inspire people to give and stuff, which is fine because that's not what the channel's for. But when it happens, it's awesome because we have some great emotes. People can use it, spam them if you want. Goof, I made that joke to Golick last week. Were you here for that? I talked about his brother being on Saved by the Bell college years. It was pretty funny. All right, dude. Come on, Bears. Do something.
And Skeet got the question right. The great Alan Page. I think Page went on to be like a judge in Minnesota. Is he on like the Supreme Court of Minnesota maybe, or is he let me see. Alan Page, an American jurist, former professional football player, defensive tackle, National Football League, 15 seasons. Blah, blah, blah. I think he's 1971 Defensive Player of the Year.
3rd and 24. And the Vikings are going to have a chance to put points up. Bears should kick the field goal here.
Where was Alan Page a judge? Was he a judge back in Minnesota, or was he a judge in Ohio? I think where he was from.
I thought it was Minnesota.
Let me see. Alan Page, high school professional football career. Vikings, my friends. Bears.
Yeah, Minnesota Supreme Court.
Minnesota
Supreme
Supreme
Court.
Court.
Mandatory retirement age of 70 in 2015, my friend.
See, there you go, man. The great Alan Page. That is awesome.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Santos, 34-yard attempt. This is huge for the Bears. They get the ball at half.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what. The Bears in the first half of this game have scored more than the Buccaneers did all last night, my friend.
Dude, they have. And the Detroit Lions have scored about 3 times as many points as these teams, my friend.
I'm going to do a reaction.
Dude, I'm with you.
Signature lacrosse.
I love Skeeter. He goes, he's done a lot in his life, but not good enough to get verified on Twitter.
Shop the Hall of Fame store just like Hall of Famers do.
Thanks again, Tundra and CJ.
Open 7 days a week, 9 to 5. There's no admission to come and shop. The holiday season is right around the corner, and you can make your family and friends Hall of Famers. With all 32 teams in the store, there's something for all football fans. Come shop the Hall of Fame store or visit profootballhof.com/store.
He's got a blue check mark.
He does now.
Because I thought Skeet said he couldn't get verified. He wasn't verified. He's verified on Twitter, 20,000 followers. I'm gonna send a tweet to him really quick.
Yeah, he's verified now, guys.
Alan Page, tweet to just talking about you.
But he posted a few months back that he can't get verified.
Oh, did he?
That's pretty funny. What just happened there? How long does the ice shaker hold ice? Oh my.
Oh,
I got it.
Oh, there you go.
He says it 5 times a night.
That's hilarious, Skeeter. I'm doing my last reaction. Go guaranteed rate.
For those who believe in their dream of a new home, Guaranteed Rate is a mortgage lender with all the right tools, advice, and financing to make that dream a reality. From first homes to dream homes. Whatever you're striving for.
Skeeter's chance to win down to 37%, my friend.
Better view. You can make it happen. You can. If you believe,
You will.
If you believe, you will.
And Bengal with 2 gifted subs.
Okay, here's what I put. I'm tweeting out to Alan Page. I said, just talking about you during the Bears and Vikings game as you played for both teams. I grew up watching you. Would love to have you come on and visit with us for a segment sometime. God bless and have a Merry Christmas. Viking great Matt Burke on with us tonight.
Hashtag Skull.
I have no room left. I've
Oh,
used
okay.
all 100 and however many characters they give you on the Twitter.
The Twitter.
So I sent that to Mr. Page. The great Alan Page.
That's a nice little return there for the Vikes, and they're going to have a minute 26. Is that correct? They have no timeouts? Oh, they must have used one on that last drive. All right, Cousins to Jefferson. Here we go. And Conklin. CJ Craig, thick shower soap, my friend Buchanan.
It looks like they're having some Chicago pizza, my friend.
Dude, that is fake news.
It didn't look too Chicago-y to me. It looked like a lot of crust, my friend.
Yeah, that was Chicago. There's no such thing as deep dish pizza. That's just cheese and sauce in a bread bowl, my friend. I need Joseph to get no more field goals, actually. And Bengal with 1,000 bits. Thank you, Bengal, for the 1,000 bits.
Go Bengal. Who'd have thunk a 7-point game at halftime, my friend? We'll see, though. There's still plenty of time left. No timeouts, but a minute and 21 for Kirk Cousins to work his 1-8 on Monday Night Football.
Fumble. That's Robert Quinn, dude.
Got it back.
And you know what? That kind of sucks for him because that's not going to count as a sack, is it? It's not. And so if he would have just, instead of doing that, he would have tackled him, that would have been a second sack, my friend.
3rd and 9. Kirk going deep. Interception. Punt on 3rd down.
Dude, look at the Bears. They've got 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts at the 39-yard line, my friend, and the great Justin Fields at the helm. That was a punt.
What are the Vikings doing, dude? The Bears are literally playing practice squad secondary, and he just threw a pick to no one. Like, who was that even to? Did he trip?
It was a punt.
Oh, he tripped.
Right as he threw it, I guess that guy tripped.
Jefferson wanted a flag. He probably should have got a flag there.
It's another judgment call. Someone should check his shoelaces and see if they're tied.
No, I think that's a missed call. But hey, Bears have 2 timeouts and Montgomery with a chance.
Yep. Tie the game. Throw it to Montgomery. Let him go.
Look at him.
Montgomery won right there.
Out of bounds.
Stops the clock. 42 seconds left. 2 timeouts.
Bears.
America's team, my friend. Now, hey, 42 seconds left there, fam. Coming up at halftime. As soon as that clock strikes 0, we will do Landon's laugh and get that in. And we'll be welcoming in Matt Burke, potentially. But if not, Golick will be here for sure. If Burke doesn't get here by then, make sure your phone is on because someone's going to get a phone call after all your points are allotted for the second quarter. And then you get your new square. If it happens to match the perfect square at that point, stand by because you'll be put on a list. And if you are a Valpak VIP, you'll go to the top of that list. And if you're the first person, you're getting a phone call. And you
Remember that one time when I was second in line?
Dude, that was last week. I was thinking about that driving in tonight. I was like, oh, man. You know what would be even worse, though? Because you and I can't win. I mean, and those of you that watch, Jonathan and I, if Jonathan's first on the list tonight, or I am, we don't answer questions. We can't win. If at the end of the night, we're number 1 in our game group, we get taken out and everyone else gets moved up. So we're not allowed to win. But we can win in the buddy friend prize pool. So what would be even worse, Jonathan, than you being number 2 is if you had a friend that was number 2 and you were the buddy.
That's right.
That would be worse than you being number 2 on that list.
Montgomery to the bottom of the screen as a receiver. And he goes to him again? Oh, he missed
yeah,
him.
just a bad, either ran the route wrong or Justin thought he was going to go a different way. Fourth down.
Field goal. So far, the Bears actually lead in passing yards with 79. I want to know what my Minnesota fam over here in the Super Squares chat is thinking tonight. I mean, this game should be not close.
This is a longer field goal here, though, too. How far is this? Where are they?
Dude, this is still only 50 yards, 48.
50?
Yeah, it's not. It's
49?
not 49. Miss. Oh,
Didn't even get the distance, bro.
And now the Vikings have another chance. Listen, like if I'm Minnesota here,
wow,
I'm trying to score. You got 28 seconds. They're playing third stringers.
Yeah, as close as this game is right now, you take a shot down the field and hope. Oh, it's blocked.
Ooh, got blocked.
Yep, it was tipped.
That's Tomlinson. Look at that. Nice play. How's his thumb not just broken now?
Yep, just enough. Yeah, I think you go long and try to draw yourself up. I mean, draw a pass interference penalty, or maybe catch the ball, throw it to Justin down the sideline.
Dave, that would have given me a perfect, dude.
Oh,
that's all right. I'll take 2 partials in a row, my friend. Minnesota, come on.
Oh,
Throw the ball down the field. Conklin.
I've got a perfect.
You do?
Yeah. When the Bears kicked that field goal, remember I said if they get 3.
Nice. There's Conklin. First catch of the game. Can't get out of bounds. Got to hurry up. Notice how he ran, gave the ball to the ref instead of celebrating like Chase Claypool.
Chase Claypool did.
And then Chase Claypool the next day blamed the lineman. He said, lineman came and hit the ball out of my hands. Oh, stop it. This is the way I live. There you go, Vank.
Yeah, I was driving my daughter to the orthodontist today, and some song came on the radio, and I don't know what the heck it was. She goes, "Hold on, this is like a song. This is a TikTok." And she started listening like to it, and then like it gets to the end of the song because she goes, "What is it?" So I can just like hit the button on my phone and listen, and I pulled up the name of the song and the artist and all that, and then at the end of the song, it did some little thing, and she goes, "That's the TikTok part." I said, "So if I do this tonight, I said, so if I sing this tonight," and I can't remember what it was now, I go, "Jonathan will probably know it." She goes, "Yes, he will." But I don't know what it, I can't remember how it went. Let me ask her what the name of the song was. Because I know you know all that TikTok stuff. Where is she? What was the name? What was the name of that TikTok song that I thought Jonathan would know?
This would be huge for the passing yards. Throws it away.
0-0-0. We go to halftime, my friends.
Which means that once we square up here, you're going to want to have the square F for the beginning of the third quarter.
So the fact that I have it right now does me no good. It gets me a perfect square for the second quarter, but I need it after this to get that perfect square, my friends.
I won, still in first place.
That's hilarious. With 18 predictors. All right, so as we're waiting and Frank is tabulating things and our scores are going to go through and all that, should we do Landon's laugh?
Let's do it.
Hold it here in my hand. So again, for those of you that are new, these are jokes from a 10-year-old. So don't get mad at them, all right? And they've been Christmas. They've been winter and Christmas themed for the last week, and we will stay on that motif, my friends. So the question is, why does everybody love Frosty the Snowman? Why does everybody love Frosty the Snowman?
Big Bird.
So, why does everybody love Frosty the Snowman? Let me see if I get any answer from the fam in there. He's got a big carrot. Oh, I like that. That's fantastic. It's got to be the shoes because he's the coolest cat around. Because he is so cool, Cater Gator says, and also Tundra Walker says because he's cool. It's of course because he's cool. He's a cool dude.
But
Frosty the Snowman. Cater Gator, I'm glad you're here. I was worried about you because last night you came in, said that you were extremely intoxicated, and then I don't think we heard back from you. So I'm glad that you're here tonight. I hope you're doing okay. And I do not have an F. I've got a V.
I just got a great idea. I need to make sure I text Berkey and Frank about. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. Going to be fun. There's Golick. Let's bring him in. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
Mike Golick, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Doing well. Watching these games with all these players missing, especially that Cleveland game. Wow. And
Dude,
they almost pulled it off.
What a gritty performance by Cleveland, huh?
Yep.
Especially that last drive. Oh.
Yep. Yeah, they left time on the clock.
Yeah, and then they did that whole, prevent defense thing.
Yeah, that never works, does it? Awful.
And then watching this game too, Mike, the Bears with the triage unit out there basically within a touchdown.
Yeah. Hanging in. Well, I mean, I called the game when they were at Green Bay, and they had a 10-zip lead on Green Bay. They start out good. Let's see if they can hang on to it.
A lot of people in the chat. A lot of people in the chat want a phone call from you right now, Golick.
Yeah, I bet they do.
I'm gonna check our skybox and see if anybody we know in the top 50 has F. We're looking for that. So far, no one.
Really?
No one in the top 50, but there's 247 in here. Let's see if they let us know in the chat. Let us know, chat, if you see F in this third quarter square.
Hope one of my friends has F. Come on.
Golick, so let's get your opinion on this as we wait. I think the Lions are going to finish third in the NFC North behind the Bears. What do you think?
The Bears, I wouldn't doubt it. They play hard, man. Let me tell you, they are playing hard. And boy, what the hell with the Cardinals? What's going on with them? Jeez,
yeah, and good for the Cardinals. Coach came out yesterday after the game and said, listen, they just had a better game plan than we did. Didn't make excuses.
Just stunning. I mean, listen, they did. Aaron Glenn, D coordinator for your Lions. Wow.
We're going to lose
job. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what happens.
Well, it shouldn't happen after 1 year when we're the Lions, man.
Well, yeah, when something good comes out of the Lions, people will pounce on that.
That's right. Oh, my goodness. Fogarty has F.
Uh-oh. Pizza Man 72, who is in my game group from Troutman, North Carolina, Pizza Man 72 has an F.
Dude, if Fogarty gets this from Alabama, she's been a loyal Super Squares player for 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I think her grandma almost won yesterday. Caesar Gibson has F in YouTube. And a lot of people in the chat saying this is the first time in their life they ever wished for an F.
How about it? We would just get them, because of our actions.
That's right. And apparently there is one person that we can see. Gibbles McGee has an F in the skybox.
Gibbles McGee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Kid Rock says his wife has an F.
F for Fogarty. It could happen, y'all. The chat's freaking out, cheering for her.
We'll find out in a minute because Big Money's here.
Oh, here he is.
What's up, dude?
There he is.
Big money.
You got news for us, buddy? Oh, he'd be smiling ear to ear if it was Fogarty.
Fogarty's got a perfect square.
She's got an F. Yes.
She has an F.
Not one of the first three.
Oh.
Sorry, Jamie.
Sorry.
Wow.
the first person is Ken Stoos, aka Yote Fan.
Yote fan.
Yote Fan? What's a yote?
Maybe he's a Coyote fan. He's
The Coyote.
There you go. All right. From Vermilion, South Dakota. And I texted him and he has not responded. So we're going to have to try calling him now.
Oh, boy.
If he does not answer, we will go to person 2 and then go from there. But Tim, you want to try connecting him? This is trying to reach Ken Stoos from Yote Fan from Vermilion, South Dakota.
Come on, Ken.
We got
Answer your
someone
phone.
Someone in chat says that Ken is their buddy.
Oh!
She's probably calling him to answer your phone.
Yeah.
Answer your damn phone.
You know what's happening, Frank? They're playing Pokemon Go right now, and they're in a raid, dude. They're like, no, I'll answer in a minute.
That's 4.
Oh, man.
Oh, can you guys hear the ring?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Oh,
No answer? Come on.
can you hear us, or is it too late?
When I do the phone call, I don't send it down the USB. The stream uploads, so it comes on air, and I let that go.
Okay.
Our poor friend Q Spark, who didn't get it right 2 weeks ago, is still here every stream.
Good for them, though.
I'm
We
sorry
like
to say, but Ken, it went to voicemail.
Oh.
Ken.
Oh,
You're going to be kicking yourself, Ken.
dude, Sean is about Sean.
Okay, the next up is
Adam?
Adam Botts. Optimistic, always optimistic
What a-
from Chaska, Minnesota.
What a great screen name. Always optimistic.
Optimistic.
Optimistic. Maybe he's an
I'm sending
optometrist.
this out now. Adam Botts.
Adam Botts.
Always optimistic. Oh,
Where's he from?
Chaska,
Chaska,
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay.
You get lots of Minnesotas here.
Yep.
So we're gonna giving him 30 seconds to connect on stream first. I gotta do this typing.
I should have brought my eye loop so I could see the print on that. It's
A
like
poor guy from South Dakota might not have had service.
Yeah.
I,
No.
is there a bad storm up there or something?
it's just South Dakota, man. There's a lot of space out there.
Ah,
It's in South
you're, just,
Dakota.
you're just ripping on South Dakota.
Dude, I'm a Lions fan. They don't even have an NFL team. I got to do something, you know?
By the way, Adam does have a buddy. It's Paul Allen.
Oh,
Get out of here.
Paul Allen.
We have not had a buddy yet, right? In any of our winners.
We had a buddy
Yeah, we did.
2 weeks ago. We had a buddy.
Yep.
Oh, we did. Oh, it was the husband and wife. That's right.
Which, by the way,
right.
we were all so that was well done on all of our
Yeah.
parts for being professional because so many jokes could have been made.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
We made them all off air.
We did exactly.
Hold on a second. Now I got to send him the. I have to first get it off on Twitter, so he should be getting a tweet first. And now I am sending him a direct text message to Adam. You guys know Adam, PA. If you're not busy doing the game, call your friend Adam.
And who's ever third on the list is screaming, no, don't call him.
Oh, and the third person has a buddy as well.
Really?
Wow.
Is it me?
Ha!
It is not, but I'm not going to be so cruel as to announce the third person yet until.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, that would just be pulling the rug out. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You wouldn't want to do it to someone you love either, like me last week.
Actually, I hate to say this, but Paul Allen did not enter his Valpak VIP number. So
Does that mean he wouldn't win?
he will not win.
Oh my gosh.
That's what rules are for, man.
Oh man.
Oh, the lessons we learn.
Make sure you enter your Valpak VIP, whether you play or you're a buddy. You need to have that Valpak VIP in the app. All right, Adam. Going to give him 15 more seconds, if you don't mind.
Before we move on to number 3.
Until
No,
yeah,
We have to call him. Don't we have to call
we
him?
have
and
to
see
call
if he's
him,
there?
right?
next.
Yeah,
we're gonna
we'll call him next.
But
Yeah.
phone calls have not done very well. Have you noticed that? Have we ever gotten through to anybody on a phone call?
These
Not
kids
unless we're
today,
expecting it. I mean, like,
these kids
Yeah.
today don't answer their phones. They just text.
Oh, yeah. Is there a mouthpiece?
That's right. Why have a meeting when it can be solved in an email? Why answer
Yeah.
the phone when it can be solved in a text?
By the way, do me a favor, Beard. Check out the make sure that the Twitter our account is sending it out. I'm not able to see
Yep, I'll check right now.
these fixing things at once.
So 2 minutes ago, hold on. 2 minutes ago, Valpak VIP, always optimistic. Your phone's about to ring. Mike Golick is about to call you for the chance to be home free until 23. That is the last one.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Yep. Got it.
let's go to the phones. Tim G.
It's tough giving away mortgages these days, right?
Wow.
The economy is booming, and
Man. How about
one
it?
ring,
One ringy dingy.
2 rings.
we're about to be in the third quarter.
Oh, I hope someone got the one ringy dingy, two ringy dingy thing. That
Three.
was so good, Frank.
I don't think so.
I know.
Whoa. We've got a connection. Adam, this is Frank with Super Squares. You playing Super Squares tonight, my friend? All right. I hear what you need to do. I sent you a text message. I need you to connect to our live stream. You're live on our stream. Mike Golick and crew is here to ask you a couple questions about being home free till 2023. Wait, you got to say it on stream. So I just texted you.
Oh, this is going to be fun. I can already tell.
I know. I'm going to text you how to connect to us right now, okay?
Oh, no.
Stand by your phone, and I'll be right back with you. See you. All right. I think he's going to get the first question right.
Did he just shout it?
Yeah, I just shouted it right out.
Oh, that is awesome.
It's 6 hours old.
And then while I was talking to him, the first person, Ken, I said, "Hi, this is Frank. You're a perfect soup. Are you able to appear on our live stream right now?" His response,
No.
Oh.
Dude, you never know what you're turning down, huh?
Wow.
My goodness.
You're going to be kicking yourself for that.
Last week we had somebody that was at work,
Yeah.
and they just couldn't answer the phone. All right.
Is this it?
Adam.
Hey.
Adam Box.
Hi.
How you doing?
I think I'm about to be amazing.
Oh, boy. Adam, where are you from? Where you live, Adam?
Minnesota, Chaska, Minnesota.
Oh, okay. All right, my friend. Here we go. 2 questions. I got to ask. Do you believe you're going to get these questions right?
I do, because the first one's Duke Cannon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even ask it. Wow.
Go ahead.
Because you don't know, I might change it now.
Oh, no. I listened to Matt Burke earlier today.
But I'm not going to. So question number 1, who is tonight's Valpak VIP sponsor?
Duke Cannon.
There you go. That's
There it
question
is.
number 1. Well done.
One
All
down.
right,
Here we go.
So here's the deal. We got the commercial now, the Duke's Cannon commercial.
Okay.
And the Duke Cannon commercial, we're going to play it for you. And then I'm going to ask a question. I'll give you the 4 answers, and you tell me which one is correct. Okay? Is that understood?
Understood.
All right. Here comes the commercial.
We got a real special holiday treat here that's fun for the whole family. This is Duke Cannon's Thick in a Box.
Wow. Now, what exactly is thick in a box?
Well, let's
Phil?
open it and find out. You found it.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh,
wow.
excellent.
Thick in a box.
You know,
what is this product?
This is actually Duke Cannon's premium body wash, and it is actually 3 times thicker than the average wash.
Before you open this, do you have to give it a shake?
A shake never hurts.
Okay. Would
Shake
love
it
to
up.
do this. Oh, this is great.
This is
woodsy.
fun. This is
Woodsy.
functional.
Yes.
And, every fellow's going to want it.
Fellow.
Wow. Okay. So there we go. And I'm a big fan of Thick in a Box. So here we go. Here is your question.
Good question
Everybody's
up
got to
there.
be quiet now. Okay.
Tim's putting the question up.
Tell me when I can read it.
There you go.
Okay, here we go. How
It's
much does
$27.
Duke Cannon's Thick in a Box now cost? Is it $19.95? Hold on, let me give the answers.
Okay.
Is it $19.95, $37, $9, or $27?
Okay, so I just want to say that the live stream was over it, but I've seen it before, and it's $27.
How about you? How about you? So I got to ask, is that your final reaction?
Yes, sir.
$27. Well, my friend, you have just are rent or mortgage free until 2023. Well done, my friend.
Congratulations.
Well done. You have won. How about that? How do you feel about that?
Amazing, because we are trying to save up to buy a house.
There you
So-
go.
How about that? You don't got to worry about your rent or mortgage until 2023.
No,
I mean, wow.
So, Adam, what you can do is you can save your rent for a year, put that towards your down payment. I'm sure you're going to probably call Guaranteed Rate to help see if you can get that mortgage, right?
absolutely.
Absolutely right.
Hey, Adam, how long you been doing Super Squares?
Oh, a long time. I know last season I did it. I did win $25 for the Hall of Fame shop.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So
Now, did we ask him? Do you have a buddy?
that would be PA.
Oh, and we know PA. Poor PA. Yeah. Poor PA. All right. Well, so all right, man. Congrats. I mean, you got to be. This couldn't have worked out more perfect for you, huh?
I am. This is surreal. I don't feel it yet. My wife's sitting right next to me. She's in tears.
Oh,
wow.
Hello. Congratulations.
So I got to imagine those are nice, happy tears, right?
Yes.
How about that for playing Super Squares and watching the ads and listening to the ads and knowing what's going on? Look what you got out of it. I mean, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Adam, I think it's your lucky beard. You got to grow that for a full year now, my friend.
Oh. Oh yeah, I won't trim this one for a whole year, just for this.
Love it.
That's a great job. Well, congratulations, Adam. Good job out of you.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Thank you,
Merry
Adam.
Christmas to you.
We'll be in touch with you in the morning, buddy.
Okay, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Amazing. I don't know what to say. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for playing.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing, Adam. Appreciate it very much. Thanks, man. How cool is that? I mean, dude shouting out the answers before I'm even getting the questions out.
Dude was ready to go.
He was ready to go. That was very impressive. Now, see, that's cool. I mean, what a cool story. Saving up, to get a house, put it, and now now look what they can save up because they don't have to pay rent or mortgage for a year. It's unreal.
Absolutely. That's terrific. Mike, thank you so much for being a part of this every week. Next week is our last home free till 2023, at least for a while. We will be having the bigger game 5 where that is the prize as well. And there may be some more coming next year. But next week is the last home free till 23 for the Valpak program.
Listen, if people don't see that for playing such a fun game in Super Squares and watching the ads and understanding what's going on, all that you can win, I mean, my God, I mean, this is about it's fun to do and the stuff you can win is unreal. So this is just going to explode. There's no doubt about that.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. All right, man. Enjoy the second half of this Drek game.
Merry Christmas, bud.
See you. You guys too.
See ya.
Tell you what, man, we pay millions. They just pay attention.
Yep.
And that guy paid attention.
That was great.
I don't need to see the question. I memorized the price.
Yeah, this is Frank with Super Squares, and you want to go in the Duke Cannon. Duke Cannon.
Duke Cannon. Duke Cannon. Did I win?
That was good. That was good. All right. I love this job.
I know it's fun.
Anyone
else we know on that list? I'm not going to say anything online or anything like that.
So that's been cut off.
Right.
So actually no, that's right. So the first 2 people didn't have it. Let me see. Missy Kemper. We will tell you Missy Kemper was going to be next from South St. Paul, but we didn't get to her.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's anybody else. I'll just read their
Is
screening.
Forgety on there?
She wasn't in the top 15.
No.
Okay. Forgety, dude, I would have lost my mind if we called
Right.
him.
So that's too bad.
You had to hear her little southern accent from Alabama. She'd have said, hello.
Yep.
Big Daddy Buck says, I wish my Duke Cannon codes were valid. What's going on, Big Daddy? Let us know if there is something, or if you try to use one, or if anyone ever has a question like that, when you get that letter from the Ouija and the codes and how to use things and all that stuff, you can go right into the app and just shoot us back an email and let us know this date is when I won. Here's what I got. Here's my code, all that stuff. And we'll get that figured out for you if there happens to be some kind of problem. Look at that. Uh-oh, you're going the wrong way, Mr. Cook.
Yeah,
Back
Hicks
this way.
just dominated him. Jeez.
And we weighs him by about 160 pounds.
Yeah.
If the Vikings win, the Vikings win, don't they tie the Saints? 7-7.
I think they'll have the tiebreaker over the
Yeah,
Saints.
I think they do.
It's a viral tweet right now. So this girl says, men pick their favorite sports team when they're like 11 and let it make them upset for the rest of their life.
Yeah, New Orleans is 7-7, and they'll be 7-7 if they win. Washington still hasn't played because they're delayed till tomorrow, and they're 6-7 as well. Right, Frank?
Nice, Stavros.
Now I have the unfortunate responsibility of letting Ken know that.
Sorry, Ken. We texted you. We tweeted. We called. We did all we could.
It would be really, really kind of funny if he's like playing video games. It's just like, sorry, but I can't appear now, guys. Sorry. Goes back to the game.
What's the flag for?
I didn't see it. That guy's wife's reaction was priceless.
Yeah, I wish the audio. Apparently, the mic was over with her because did you hear all of a sudden you couldn't hear him anymore for a while?
He was kind of like muffled, and then kind of
Yeah.
came back in. Yeah.
Have to boost that a bit when we do the edit. That's some good stuff.
Cool. So cool, man.
Personal foul.
Oh my gosh, Forgety.
What's
They're
wrong?
calling illegal low block.
That's terrible.
What's that box for?
Is it thick?
It's not thick in a box. It's just green in a box. What, the trip? That's a trip?
No. They're saying that when he went here, he took
Tabor?
illegally blocked
That
the
right there,
offensive
right?
lineman below the knees
Yeah.
to get to that. I think that's Bush League. That's another bad call.
You know, all this stay away from the head is just keeping everybody focused on the knees, you know? There you go.
They're driving. Let's see if there's gonna be a lot more points this half. I've got 2 partials tonight, Frank.
Really?
Not bad.
I got a partial and a perfect.
I got another partial right now.
Okay, my daughter just texted me back, Jonathan, about that song that was like the TikTok thing. It's called Taste by Tyga. Does that mean anything?
No.
Okay, well, if you hear the song, like I said, I know it was towards the end of the song. There's something in there. My daughter goes, "That's the TikTok." So, because I don't know like all the TikTok songs and stuff, and everything, but
You should just Google the lyrics to that song.
okay, let me do it. Is it a bad thing?
See if you can read one line without Frank turning the camera off.
Let me see.
How old's your daughter? Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
This was on radio here in the Tampa market.
Was it
So-
really?
Yeah, so I'm sure there's like a different version,
Nope.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they're
Just
not.
lots of beep beep.
I'm sure they're not saying that. Like all this stuff. That's.
I'm not sure, Bengal.
You know what's interesting is I can't understand half the words in any of the songs nowadays. Like, and I don't know if it's just because I'm getting old. Isn't Tyga our Kardashian creation? I don't know. It might be. I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. Him, her, what group, band. I have no idea. But like even like half the like pop songs that are out, I can't understand half the words because a lot of times they're like half cut out and bleeped out, which is one of the problems. But even when they're singing, I can't understand hardly any of the words. I don't know if it's just me.
It is because you're getting old. Because I've heard you rap before.
Well, that's true. That's when they used to like enunciate when they rapped.
No, that one song is like is ridiculous, and the fact that you know the whole thing just proves you're getting old.
Wow.
You could hear that song today for the first time. You'd be like, "What are they saying?"
Now,
and then be like, "My name's Humpty, rhymes with an Humpty." You know, that's like, come on, man.
But even in the ice shaker commercial, wow. You know the ice shaker commercial?
Yeah.
I have no idea what they say. Do they say something in that song?
They might, but it's not supposed to be heard.
Okay, because I didn't know if like you guys, because I thought yesterday or the day before, like you guys had said like what it was or repeated it or something. I'm like, I got no idea what they say in that ice shaker song in the background. What a lick!
It's something's really great, right? It's really great. That's what I think.
Again,
That's what I hear.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's like what's that Rorschach drawing?
I hear green.
What's that?
I hear green at the end. I don't know what the first few words are. It's like, da-na-na-na, really green.
Really green?
I don't know either.
I tell you what, though, the ice shaker, great water bottle.
Well, you know why? It'll keep your drink cold for 32 plus hours, bro.
I love it. I use mine 5 days a week.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, next week is the final week of the Valpak VIP, and we had a special guest a couple weeks ago that wasn't able to award a prize. Remember that? A special guest?
Our special guest that wasn't able to award a prize?
Yes.
I do remember that.
Remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was on with us.
Yes.
Okay, I know what you're saying now.
I think he may be making a repeat appearance next week.
Ah, cool.
Ooh.
Take a second shot at that one.
Okay, good.
So,
And we can ask him a couple questions. If we get him on, maybe he can hang with us because I want to know what do they say in that song in his commercial.
that's a good idea.
You know, that we can find that out. And then I want to know how many takes it took him to shake his sunglasses down as he was in the stands. Was that like
That was his brother, wasn't it?
That was him, wasn't it?
I thought it was his brother.
No, then it's him.
I thought it was Rob.
Oh, I thought it was Chris.
What do you think?
I think it's Rob. I think it's Rob.
Rob too.
Oh, it might be then. Well, I don't know. Well,
We'll have to find out.
all those Gronkowskis look the same to me.
Do they use body doubles on their commercials? They don't get hurt.
They might. So maybe that was Rob then. Okay, how many times did it take him? And did he do that in real life and shake his glasses down off the top of his head? Is it like normal, behavior in the day, or was it special just for the shoot?
I don't think that's a commercial either, by the way.
You think it was just like
No, I mean, I don't
footage?
think that's going to be the commercial.
Everyone in chat
Oh, okay.
says Rob.
Everybody says Rob. Yep.
okay?
Or Moose Man, but Moose Man's kind of smart, man. I don't know.
And if you're the really green.
Big Money Frank, this is fun, man.
Imagine doing this for a living.
Right?
I heard you the other day doing that fake interview. Remember we were talking about the LinkedIn recruiting you? Ah, yeah. Okay. What's the deal? Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I have to work all day Sunday. Great. Do I get to watch football? No? All right, I'm out. Tell you what, I explained it to the guy who's doing my bathroom. He's redoing our bathroom upstairs right now, and he was here today. Looks great, by the way, fellas.
Good.
And he goes, hey, man, like I was here all day yesterday, and I wanted to show you some stuff, but you said you were streaming, and I'm not trying to intrude, but I didn't see that you were live on Bearded Blevins. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, I wasn't. I was live for 12 hours on Super Squares. He's like, what's that? I said, well, you notice I'm sitting here watching the Browns game that I don't care anything about. I never get to sit on my couch and watch a game because I'm always working through the NFL games. And he's like, does it feel like work? And I said, never.
Oh,
Not once.
touchdown. Did he fall asleep in the end zone?
I think he just did.
Took a nap.
It's crazy. You got some Z's.
So he just signed up.
There you go. Did he put you down as your buddy?
He did. And he goes, I'm not a huge sports guy, but you're telling me I can I can just win by making a couple predictions and kind of chilling. I said, yeah. So he says he's going to play. Dude, who's this guy?
I don't know.
I needed that to go to Conklin. That's okay. There's a lot of ball game left.
When Berkey's coming on at 10 around, he'll be on soon.
Did he just text? I think he wants to. I love him, dude. I love Berkey. I knew he was going to send me this. I need a link.
Now, by the way, I have a shortcut. Did you know that?
Does that work?
Yeah, as long as I update it, it always works. So yeah, it's a shortcut.
How do you learn all these cool tricks, dude?
I just invent the stuff.
Hey, Frank, we got a question from Big Arse. It says, did you talk to Frank about the Draft Squares special?
Oh, Frank, you didn't answer that yesterday.
I didn't hear it. What was it?
Dude, I could have sworn that you were just busy, but that you heard it. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'd love to explain that.
I'm sending the link to Berkey.
Oh, in an email to his cloud?
Just a text.
But he needs it on his cloud.
In his cloud.
Dude, I know. Matt. Yeah, I'm not. I almost just read it. I'm not. So I got it. I'm sending him the thing you sent.
All right.
I can't wait to see what you think about this. So somebody yesterday said, "What if we did a Super Squares for the NFL draft? Just that opening night, that first round." And we started thinking like, okay, let's get the predictors out of the way. What would the predictors be? How many QBs taken in the first round? Average time in between each pick, and then I forget the third one that we agreed on. And then, how would the squares work? And we couldn't think of a way that a square would work. But I said if anybody could figure it out, Big Money Frank would have a cool idea.
Would they televise four rounds?
They would televise all 4 rounds.
Well, there you go. 1 square per round. I'll figure that out.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, when is it?
Usually in April, isn't it?
Yeah, April. And
Now,
then I had an idea. Go ahead.
The USFL's coming back.
I did hear that.
So we may actually have Super Squares for the USFL in April.
That'd be cool.
I don't think we're going to be doing March Madness for squares.
Okay.
We're thinking about it, but there's a lot going on, and going up against the brackets is kind of tough. So we may not do the March Madness this year.
And what's the current thought right now on the championship game for college?
We will be doing it. We're actually, I'll tell chat right now, we will be our first ever test. We may not even put it in the lobby. We may only do it by email, and all of a sudden it'll just show up. But next Thursday, there is no Thursday Night Football anymore, right?
Right.
But we are probably going to support the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, where Pitt and your favorite school is playing.
My favorite school is I'm afraid to guess.
Yes. Michigan State is playing.
I thought Michigan State was playing Notre Dame.
I better be right on this one because
why did I think that? No, you're right.
Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, right?
Yeah, without their best player, unfortunately, Kenny Pickett not playing for Pittsburgh.
I know. But that'll be our first. We're testing the keys, the data, etc. But provided it works, and we're going to give small prizes away. It's not going to be as big as a normal football game. Some flags there. And then provided it's right, then the day after the bigger game 5, Monday, 10th? Monday the 9th? 10th. Monday the 10th, we're going to be doing the college championship.
Okay, cool.
Want to see something interesting? Here's my game group.
So am I live next Thursday then during that?
I1 is...
Here's the big box, the Super Squares one. There's right there, our box. I1. Top of both of them.
You know what? We ought to call I1 and get him on because he's become quite the celeb. And we get more questions about him. Everybody thinks he's cheating.
985 people right now in first place. 24 predictors, 63 points.
Wow.
It's like
he doesn't even have the most predictors either.
No, a couple people have more.
32.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is incredible. Could be a big winner tonight. But the real big winner was Adam, always optimistic.
Always optimistic.
Optimistic.
That was very cool.
Chaska, Minnesota. We're gonna get Berkey to let PA know that he was the buddy but didn't win because he didn't have his Valpak VIP number in. These guys are like just not liking each other.
Bison Thumper says, Big Money Frank, your thoughts on Fox Super 6 copying Super Squares with a chance to win a house?
No kidding. Isn't that something?
Do you think that they really got it from us?
It's kind of hard not to think so. Now, I will give them credit. We're paying rent or mortgage for a year. They're literally awarding a house, $290 some odd thousand house, or the cash for that house. But it's not by playing their game. It's a sweepstakes.
Oh, it is.
You read the fine print. You do your picks. It says, "Would you like to win a house?" Click, and you read the rules. The rules. It's a sweepstakes. It's just a drawing, and you have to agree to give your data to the NFL and to Fox and who. I mean, it's basically giving your data to 3 different companies in exchange for a drawing in a sweepstakes. So it's not. You don't play by winning.
Wow.
Pure luck. It's pure drawing.
Yep.
Yeah.
The commission's here.
What it is, my people.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
There's a lot more light in your house there than Minnesota.
That's because this is Florida. Everything's a lot more light here in Florida. Right, my friend?
That's what they say, my friend.
Berkey, we gave some money away, my man.
That's what I gather. That's good. You got a lot of money, Frank.
Oh, yeah. Had a lot of money.
Light
Here's a good one for you. Get the winner. The first caller didn't pick up the phone, didn't answer the text, didn't answer the tweet, didn't answer the stream. Second caller, a guy named Adam from Chaska, Minnesota.
Chaska. Yeah.
His code name was Always Optimistic. He heard about us on KFan a year ago. His buddy, Paul Allen.
No.
But Paul Allen did not enter his Valpak VIP code in the app, my friend.
Technicalities.
So Paul did not win the buddy prize. And we thought you should be the one to tell him that.
Oh, I'm friends with Paul. I've been friends with him for 20 years. I'd like to remain friends with him. I'm just setting up my TV right now. So
what a punt.
That was a great punt. The Bears all of a sudden letting this game get away from them.
I did catch the kind of questionable penalty on the third down stop, which, when you're 4-9, a call like that will that might break your back.
There have been a few questionable calls in this game tonight.
You're never going to get perfect refs, but it is annoying when they affect the game more than they should.
It's been a very chippy game as well. And Bison Thumper was asking in the chat there, Burke, says, "Hey, Burke, were you ever involved in a fight on the field?"
Well, Bison Thumper. So here's the story. So we opened up one year with this. I played for the Ravens. We opened up with the Steelers at home, and we thumped them pretty good. It was like 35-6 or something. I mean, we smoked them. And in the second half, we were up big. And after the play, Troy Polamalu came in and just smoked Ray Rice. And one is totally out of character for Troy Polamalu. Great guy, great player. And so Michael Orr on our team, he was always up for a fight. He went in there and threw Troy off the pile and was like, "What are you doing?" And then I was second on the scene. Someone's always got to be second on the scene. That's where I fit in. And grabbed him, and I was feeling pretty good because it was a season opener. And we were crushing our arch rival. So I was mouthing off a little bit, kind of being a smart aleck, and sort of the four of us got tangled up. It was like kind of one of those cartoon things, where it's just like you just see the motion and dirt. You can't really see what's going on. And we knocked over the referee. And so whatever. I mean, it got broken up and we went on, we won. So that was the first game of the year. And the next day in film, we were watching it, and the ref, when he fell, it was just like a total non-athlete falling, I mean, this guy fell like, as they say, ass over a tea kettle, and it was pretty funny. So last game of the year, we're in Cincinnati, and we've got to win to get in the playoffs. And John Harbaugh comes over to me and Michael Orr in the locker room before the game, says, Tony Correnti, the referee, wants to talk to you two. I thought, what? Like, that never happened. Never in my lifetime. So we go over there, and Tony recounts the story. And I didn't even know he was the referee that game, but recounts the story of what happened in the season opener. Well, after the game, he wasn't feeling good because he hit his head on the turf. So he went over to our trainer in our training room and told him, hey, I got kind of a headache. And the trainer gave him like Tylenol and ibuprofen. Okay. I mean, and the trainer said, just take one of these, whichever one you want to take. And so I'm saying, say he took the Tylenol. Well, the next day he wakes up and he's throwing up blood. And so he goes to the doctor, and the doctor's like, oh my gosh, like you have like stage 3 throat cancer.
Oh,
and the doctor says, it's a good thing you took the Tylenol, because the Tylenol is what caused you to throw up blood. If you'd have taken the ibuprofen, are Tylenol and ibuprofen the same thing?
No,
There's a little difference, I think.
I don't know anything about medicine. I don't take any medicine.
That's an ibuprofen.
So he said, if you'd have taken the ibuprofen, you wouldn't have had this reaction, and you wouldn't have thrown up blood. And we wouldn't have caught this, because he was feeling fine. He goes, the guy said, you probably would have. By the time you came in, it'd probably been too late. So taking the Tylenol saved your life. So Tony telling us this story, and he says, so you guys, and Troy and Lamar, you guys saved my life. Wow. And I was like, nah, Tony, no, I'm not. I've saved lives before. We didn't save your life. No, I was just, I was like, oh, no, that's. So he's like, no, you guys did. I just want to say thank you. So I was like, wow, okay, so we go back to our lockers, and Mike Orr looks at me after like a minute. He says, dude, we can get away with everything today. There's no way Tony's going to be calling anything on us. So it's like 5th play of the game. We break a long run, and I turn around, there's a flag, and Tony calls holding on Mike. And I said, Tony, you can't call holding on him. He saved your life. And Tony says, nobody gets away with holding.
Wow.
So the one fight I got in, ended up saving a guy's life. Beard, do you ever save a life?
I saved a couple. I was a lifeguard.
Come on.
I was for 4 years.
And like you actually had like people drowning?
So that's the thing. You never know. I had to jump in a few times and get people and bring them up. I never had to do CPR.
Yeah.
But I had to jump in and get a kid before they needed CPR.
That's good.
I was 16. You get girlfriends for that kind of stuff, Berkey.
You're feeling it. I hear you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you probably came closer to saving a life than I did. I was just being like a fake tough guy.
It's a great story.
That's a great
The
story.
question I've been dying to ask you, Burke, is it hard to stand so still on the O-line without false starting? And it's nuts. Like I said, they called the false start today on Minnesota, and I watched it. The guy barely moved.
Yeah.
These are big men. How do they do that?
I mean, it's not that hard, I mean, statues do it all the time.
I heard the Buffs talk to each other.
No, I mean, you can.
Wow.
Was that blocked? That was blocked.
It was blocked.
Yeah. It's kind of like training, I don't know. You just got to do it. Like, I don't think anybody's ever had to retire from playing O-line in the NFL because I just can't stay still.
That's a game changer. If we get a Montgomery touchdown here, Dave, it's all open
That could be huge, bro.
for me. And I'm not even talking fantasy.
Exactly.
So I was listening to a beat writer from Minnesota who is from Chicago, so he loves the Bears, on the radio today on KFAN. And he said Nagy's done. Like, it's a foregone conclusion. He's fired after this year.
Yeah,
Is that kind of the vibe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll get fired after this game.
Why would you fire him after this game?
Yeah.
I mean, because the new rule in the NFL, you can start interviewing people now. And then you used to have to wait till the season was over, or until the playoffs at least. So I think it makes sense. And he's acting like it's his last game. If you've been watching him just screaming at the referees, he just did it again. I think he knows.
For cause, though, not just for show.
Yeah, but he's never done that like this.
Yeah.
Right?
3rd and 1. There's Mooney again. Every catch, a nail in Skeeter's coffin.
Dude, Skeeter talked so much crap to me this year. He's, I'm in the top 4 easy, John. You're done. You're done. And now Skeeter's getting whooped.
Dude, Montgomery just couldn't get a yard and a half. 4th down. You got to go for it, Nagy. What's the play call going to be? Because I don't like the last time you guys went for it on 4th and 1 and got lucky.
Berkey, as a center, what's your favorite play call?
Well, it depends. When Randy Moss was my teammate, like, I didn't know anything about routes. So the words would be the protection, and then the numbers were the routes. And, like, the higher the number, the longer the route was, right?
Oh, my gosh.
So we used to have a play called Hound Right 989, which meant everybody was. And when Randy Moss is on your team, I used to like Hound Right 989.
Randy Moss. Look at Nagy, man. That was a horrible play call.
Dude, Mooney's running around, line up to the left side, and motions him, runs him back over here, lines up for like 2 seconds before the play clock's going to expire. They should have called a timeout.
He had a wide open in the end zone, dude.
Ugh.
Jimmy Graham was wide open.
Hey, Matt, question about centers. The long snappers, that's a specialization. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Or is that not something that a typical center can do, or is it a different an anatomical profile? What's the difference between the two kinds of a center and a long snapper?
Well, back in the day, centers used to – I know Mick Tinglehoff, he told me when he played for the Vikings, he was the long snapper too. But now it's just so much of the operation of a punt or a field goal. I mean, it's so much timing, and those guys nowadays, I mean, they can tell you how many rotations the ball is going to take before the holder grabs it. It's just so much more specialized these days that, I mean, it's a whole different motion than, shotgun snapping to the quarterback. But
if the center were injured with the long
number
snapper,
one, but number two, those guys, I mean, they're just like with the long snapper. What?
Did you have a backup? So if you were to get hurt with the long snapper sitting for you, or would there be somebody that would take your place?
No, long snapper doesn't do anything, because if the long snapper gets hurt, your whole kicking game is done.
Wow.
So they usually put a guard in for that.
He doesn't back up anything.
You guys, this is pretty cool, right? One of the best long snappers of all time was a Lion. Don Molbach played 17 years, just retired at the age of 40, and now he's a coach.
And what makes him one of the best? He was a Lion?
Yeah, he did it for 17 years, never once had a bad snap, never once caused a missed field goal. So hopefully he gets into the HOF just for that. I don't know if they let long snappers in yet.
They don't.
Yeah.
Long snappers never won a game for a team, but they've lost it.
That's true.
So Berkey, question then, and this takes me back to just being on the schoolyard playing on the grass at the park or whatever.
You and Julio?
If no, it's me and John and Mark and Paul and everybody. So, if your long snapper is injured, okay, someone's got to go in there and do it, and you're like, we have to kick this field goal. We have to do it. Can someone sit there, then turn to the side and hold that ball like in the old days? When I say hike, throw it back to him like this, or does it have to go between the legs? You know what I'm talking about? Like when you were little kids, you'd be like, you throw the ball back to the quarterback. Could you do that?
Well, you can, but it's going to get blocked.
Because it doesn't go fast enough back to the holder?
Yeah, average field goals from the time the center starts moving the ball till the ball is kicked is 1.2 to 1.3 seconds.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea.
I don't know what a punt is, but yeah, you got to get it off quicker than 1.3 because a lot of times, the widest rusher, he won't be blocked. I mean, he'll take an angle where you can't block him, and it takes 1.3 seconds for him to get there. So you got to get off before 1.3.
There you go. Third down. Coming to the end of the third quarter.
Asking the tough questions.
Hey, these are tough questions, man.
This will be my third partial.
Would you say? Are my Vikings? Are they looking impressive tonight at all, or are they just kind of no?
No, they're just they're kind of hanging around.
The Bears have their third stringers in secondary. They're all out. The both starting safeties, both starting corners, and I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Yeah, right now Chicago leads the passing yards with 91.
Yeah, that's. Does Kirk Cousins? I see he's got 74 yards passing.
Yeah. Bunch of misses tonight.
And against you said that they pulled a fan out of the front row to play corner or safety.
Basically,
pretty much. Not just corner too. So there's like 8 positions I think that are being filled in by guys.
A starter tonight for actually 2 starters for the Bears secondary tonight, both cut by the Lions this year.
Ooh.
So it's not good. And I can't believe that Cousins doesn't have 300 yards. And it's not like Cook's doing great either. Cook only has 64 rushing yards.
They do have their 2 starting D tackles back, the Bears, which interior of the Vikings line's a little, let's just say, shaky sometimes.
Bourbon Drinker says Jared Allen was a long snapper.
Jared Allen was the backup long snapper. He was, if our long snapper would have gotten hurt, he could have, Jared could have done it a couple times. I don't think you're going to make a living off him doing it, but okay. So the way it used to go in the Pro Bowl was, the Pro Bowl, there's a starter and a backup, or, like first guy. And then, so I was the second guy, and the backup center had to be a long snapper, or had to be able to long snap. Right, because even though it's the Pro Bowl, it's kind of got to look like football. So I made the Pro Bowl, and Mike Tice said, "Yeah, they asked if you could long snap." I told him yes, because if I'd have told him no, you wouldn't be going. And it was a big deal back then. I mean, you could go to Hawaii, and it was like it wasn't like today where nobody goes. It was like, I mean, everybody went to the Pro Bowl. Like Peyton Manning would go to the Pro Bowl every single year. I mean, and nobody ever turned it down. So I get over there, and the special teams coach, this was when Philly kept going to the NFC Championship game and losing, and the coaches were whoever lost the championship games. So this was during Philly's run of losing NFC Championship games. Special teams coach for the Eagles is a guy named John Harbaugh. And John Harbaugh, I remember I'm sitting on the bus, and he comes back, and he's like, special teams coach is like coaching special teams in the Pro Bowl. You couldn't ask for a more uninterested group of guys. On a normal team, half your guys don't want to play special teams. Now you're at the Pro Bowl. Like, you think Jerry Rice wants to cover punts? No. So he comes back, and he's like, all right. He's like, so you're my long snapper. And I just played dumb. I was like, Coach, no, I'm not a long snapper. He's like, what do you mean? You're the backup. You're the number 2 center. Like, they said you could long snap. I was like, nobody ever asked me if I could long snap. And I tried. I just could never do it. So now he's like, this is one more thing he's got to worry about. Again, it's like the Pro Bowl. It's kind of a recipe for disaster to begin with. and he was freaking out. And thankfully, the first center, Mike Flanagan from the Packers, he could long snap a little bit. So he's like, I can do it. But that was my first time meeting John Harbaugh, who would later become, my head coach.
Oh my
Dude,
gosh.
Vikings got it.
What just an atrocious set of everything in the last 2 plays. Burke, I'm sorry while you were talking. Cousins got hammered and got a ball off to Justin Jefferson, and the Bears just had an amazing defense on it, knocked the ball away as Jefferson was diving, forced a punt, and I don't know what the hell he was just doing when he tried to catch that ball and then started looking around.
Dave, don't judge Cousins, man. You don't know how many beers it takes for him to get hammered. All right, he just had 2.
Well, look at this.
That's nuts.
Where'd it go? Huh? Where is it?
Is this the Packers special teams?
Goodness. Wow.
So, Matt, do you think there's anything that can be done to make the Pro Bowl even some semblance of something people want to watch again?
I mean, so much of football is just it's about the physicality, and you can't get guys to go out there and lay it on the line in an exhibition. I played in a Pro Bowl where Drew Brees broke his non-throwing elbow. I mean, could you imagine that happening today?
That's nuts.
A Pro Bowl quarterback breaks his elbow. Like these were kind of different times, but he got like a guy kind of hit him low as he threw, and so he put his hand down on the turf to brace himself, and his elbow gave out, and he broke it.
Ugh.
Another false start. This time was at Darisaw. He's the rookie, right? Or is he a second year? Leaning on you there, Burke.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Yeah, I'm sorry, he is a rookie.
Okay.
My 13-year-old son's in here trying to get the TV to work. So
gotcha. The number one question we've gotten tonight in the chat is, Berkey, how much weight have you lost since retirement?
65, maybe 70.
Who's whispering? It's his kid.
I got my IT support here.
Does your son, does he know football?
Does my son know football?
Yeah, does he watch the NFL right now?
You ask him who the backup nickel is on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, here we go. Ask him this question for me, unless he can hear me.
He can hear you.
Who finishes last in the NFC North?
Come on,
Bears or Lions? Oh, it just froze right when Burke moved over.
It did freeze.
I'd say he needs a haircut.
Right, there he is. What did he say? He said, did I hear him say Lions?
Bears or Lions?
I'm saying Lions.
Come on.
I'm saying Lions.
I'm sorry, they're just
wow.
You're a big Darnell Mooney fan, aren't you?
Yeah, I like it. Do you know how to unlock the red car? I think I got my bag.
With the keys.
Where are the keys?
On the counter.
That's what we asked you. So.
Now another third down.
It's time for Conklin to get in the end zone.
They're in field goal range though now.
The Vikings recover the punt or something.
Yeah.
Hey, Skeet just put his question up from last week, Jonathan, that we all struggled over. I mean, it's not going to be current, but we can see if he knows the answer to that one.
Who's the only player to win a Natty, Heisman, NFL MVP, Super Bowl, and Super Bowl MVP?
Oh, Cousins got hammered.
Dude, is it Quinn that ticks again?
Man.
I didn't even miss this field goal.
Roger Staubach?
It's not Staubach.
Wait, national title, Heisman.
NFL MVP, Super Bowl, and Super Bowl MVP. We went for probably a good half hour on this question last week before we finally figured it out.
No, Dave. It was 10 minutes.
No, it was more than 10 minutes.
No
shot. Let's split it. 15.
What do you mean by Natty? What do you mean by Natty?
National championship.
Oh,
college.
Oh, college.
Yeah, like what Michigan's going to win this year.
Well, that's
Fake news. Fake news.
Is that including before the bowl championship era, or is this just a recent thing?
No, it's like back when they'd vote on it at the end of the season who was the national champion before the BCS.
The chat's just like old. We like to recycle content here. Keep it green.
Heisman.
Reggie
Bush.
Nice.
Good guess, though. No.
Is it in my lifetime? Just tell me that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not Joe Flacco.
No, before your playing time.
Really?
Yeah. But in your lifetime.
Maybe during his playing time in college, no?
No, I don't think they overlapped.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Dude, they punted.
Wow. They just got a 5-yard penalty. Now they'll kick a field goal.
Or goal.
Who's that on? A false start further back.
Dude, everyone's fighting.
I'm surprised Burke hasn't thrown a guess out yet.
Hold on.
Super Bowl. Steelers, Cowboys, San Francisco 49, Montana?
I mean, that's the only guy I can think of is Montana, but I don't think he won a national championship at Notre Dame.
That was a body slam.
He won a Heisman either. Oh, I know who it is. I'm cheating, though. I'm looking at the list of Super Bowl MVPs.
Who is it?
Jim Plunkett.
No.
Oh, really?
You're close though. You're in
Stabler?
you're in the same. If I can give you a hint, team.
Stabler?
Nope.
It's the Raiders? It's the Raiders. Bolitnikoff?
Nope.
I'll give you a hint, Burke. He did not win a Super Bowl with Detroit.
He won it with the Raiders?
Oh, I know who it is. Running back, Allen.
Marcus Allen?
Marcus Allen.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great question because you always think quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It wasn't a quarterback.
Yeah, his last year was 97 in Kansas City. When did you start playing, Berkey?
98.
Yeah, so I didn't think you guys overlapped. Yep.
You could win a lot of free beer.
Almost a year's worth.
Maybe free beer for a year.
You could even say, here's a list of Super Bowl MVPs because I'm staring at it right now.
It would still be Arno.
I got a question for you, Burke. One of our most beloved segments, I'm not sure if you've ever seen on the stream, is we have a segment called Matt Burke's Tweet of the Week.
Did you know that?
You know that?
No.
Yeah, so
we do.
So we feature one of your tweets of the week. And there have been some doozies. Like I think my favorite one of all time was when some dude says to you, "Do you just ever shut your mouth, or does your mouth ever stop running?" And your reply was like, "I think this is my wife's burner account," or something like that. I mean, just classic tweets. So we have a segment called Matt Burke's Tweet of the Week, where we pick one out.
What was it this week?
You haven't tweeted in a week. That's my question. I don't think you've said anything. So, what's going on?
No, I took off the last half of Advent. I took off of tweeting.
Aha. There we go. I knew there had to be some explanation because I'm like, there's been no Matt Burke tweet of the week.
Even what's more puzzling than that, who was the MVP of Super Bowl 50?
What year was that?
Was it last year? This is coming up this year, isn't it? Or was that last year?
5 years ago.
5 years ago? It's like, I don't even, geez.
Well, I'll tell you who the teams are, and then you'll know who it wasn't. It was the Broncos and the Panthers.
So it wasn't Peyton Manning.
No, it
right.
wasn't.
Yeah, didn't you think if I'd have said Peyton Manning won Super Bowl MVP, you'd said, "Oh yeah, sounds right."
Yeah. It was Von Miller?
It was Von Miller.
Dude, Von Miller, was he the first Super Bowl MVP winner, right? And then on defense for like a long time.
Well,
since
before
Warren
that,
Sapp, maybe?
No, Dexter Jackson won it when Tampa, when Gruden was the coach.
Also, the greatest Super Bowl team in history, my friend, the 1985 Chicago Bears. Richard Dent was the MVP, my friend.
That's right. That's right.
Unnecessary roughness.
I only knew the Von Miller answer. I remember it happening, but they talked about it when he signed with the Rams recently. But Dexter Jackson won it the same year Warren Sapp was on that Bucs team.
Yeah, because remember they had all those picks. He had 2 first-half picks.
Did you see this play? This is controversial.
This is weird.
They said he put his knee down. Zimmer's right.
When he puts his hands up.
That was a huge. He was almost a safety.
Yeah.
Was that play blown dead or no? I mean, was it blown dead from the start?
No, Fields went back and did this quick knee, supposedly.
Yeah, but why did he do that? Why wouldn't he like throw it away or something?
It was a broken play or something like that. I don't know.
I've never seen it. Oh, it's a broken play. Let me just down myself.
Yeah, because he was so close to the end zone. I didn't want to get a safety, I think.
I'll just throw it away.
First down, Bears.
A lot of these young QBs are having a hard time throwing the ball away.
That's because they weren't coached by a great coach like Urban Meyer.
Oh my goodness.
They would have learned it had they been coached by the great.
How much did it hurt for you to say that?
I think he's classic.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say Urban Meyer's career is over.
Yeah, same. I said the same thing. I think Dave asked who coaches first, Gruden or Meyer. I said neither.
We're up to 985 people and beer for a year, my friend.
Beer for a year.
Burke, what's it going to take for Zimmer to save his job? Playoff appearance going to do it?
Playoff appearance probably will, but I don't see that happening. But
you got the Bears twice. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, but they got the Rams and the Packers too.
Yeah. But 8 wins should do it, don't you think?
I think you'll need 9. I mean, it's like Washington, Philly, Minnesota. There's one other team, like Saints. You know, I mean, Minnesota's, you got the 4 division leaders, then you've got the Rams and the 49ers. I don't think Minnesota's as good as either of them. So they are, you know, like they might be the 7th best team in the NFC, but I don't know. I mean, I think they're going to go 8 and 9.
Oh, man.
Flags from every direction on that play.
Dude, here comes the Montgomery touchdown. Then all we need is a Conklin touchdown, and I'm celebrating with a glass of bourbon, my friends.
My predictors are at 3. Look out.
Burke, are you allowed to share your thoughts on that,
Oh,
or you gotta be super in the middle?
My thoughts on what?
On the coaching situation in Minnesota.
Oh, you must not listen to my radio show.
What? I got no time.
I want to see Zimmer gone. I mean, I don't think they're going like this. This is what I was actually thinking about this on the plane.
He's frozen.
Would any team be like?
Oh, you froze. Start over. The last thing we heard was on the plane.
If Mike Zimmer got fired today, would any other NFL team say, "Oh my gosh, let's go interview Mike Zimmer for a job"?
Probably not.
No, I can't. No.
Maybe the Jaguars.
Well, but I mean, my point is like, you know, you kind of look at it like, well, we could do work. I mean, the whole point is just to win a Super Bowl, right? Like, I don't think they're going to win a Super Bowl with the way it is, and it's been 8 years, like 8 years of like, I think, you know, they've won. Yeah, I think his career record, he's like averages like 9 and 7 a year. But I kind of feel like, as a fan, I feel like they've always underachieved a little bit, and if you underachieve, then that's on the coach.
Anybody you want to see as the next coach?
Not necessarily. I don't know who's out there. I tell you what, I thought they brought up a great point last night on the telecast. I'm not sure if anybody predicted. Frank, did anybody predict 9-0 last night? Saints over the Bucks.
Dexter, predicted that the Bucks would get 0 points, but he's the only one.
Yeah, but he said that Saints would get 37, so they
Right.
that. No, but nobody predicted that they would lose their 2 wide receivers and their lead running back either.
Hey, just when the Buccaneers lose, don't take it personally, Frank. It's not. Don't get all defensive.
I don't take it personally. I don't care.
I mean, I thought that they brought up a great point last night. Dennis Allen from the Saints. I think it's time he got another chance.
He's their D coordinator, right?
Yeah, and it was kind of a debacle when he was in Oakland. But I mean, Oakland was so dysfunctional, like the last 15 years of Al Davis's life.
Yeah.
You can blame that on him, and that
almost
defense in New Orleans, man, it's been good.
Yeah, they're lights out. That's why I really kind of hope. I was saying this last night. I hope the Saints get Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Baker, someone next year, because their defense is too good to not try to make a run. And I don't think, as much as we love Jameis here at Super Squares, I don't think he's the guy.
What is going on with Michael Thomas from the Saints? He hasn't played in like 2 years.
Yeah, he got re-injured on his way back this year, so he should be back 100% next year. And his contract is with the Saints. Montgomery, bottom of your screen there, Dave.
Yeah, I saw him split out wide.
He looked at him too.
Oh, Jimmy!
Oh no,
Jimmy, hold the ball. Oh, don't kick a field goal. Please go for it.
You can't, right? It's a nice throw from Fields.
What's your guys' take on the all of a sudden it's like the pendulum has swung the other way and everybody's going for it on 4th down this year?
It is interesting. I mean, when we saw a lot of it with San Diego. Well, San Diego. They're always San Diego. The Chargers, to me, this last week. Yeah. And I mean, I think it lost him the game. That was good.
Nope, he did not put his feet down.
Oh, man. I know he had 1 foot down. Can this be college? Yeah, so I don't know. I'm always more conservative, and I'm like, man, you're down there, kick a field goal. I don't know why it's all the 4th down stuff, Matt. I mean, like I said, I think it's cost a couple of games.
Well, the analytics part is funny to me. There's 1 foot.
Yeah.
There's his knee. His knee might have gotten down.
I don't think so.
Dude, watch it. Watch right here.
Right there.
Same
Pretty
knee.
nice
One,
ball.
same knee. That counts. Dude, that's in. That's his knee. His knee got in. That's a touchdown.
Yeah.
Foot, knee in. That's a tutty, dude.
That's Mooney. That's your boy, too.
That's Mooney. Here's the thing. The funny thing about analytics, right, is that not a lot of people are going for it on 4th down. And so the analytics are going to be a little skewed. And now in a couple of years, the analytics are going to read a little different since so many people are messing up and not getting it on 4th. So when they say like, oh, it says you should go for it on 4th and 2 from your own or from their 5, that's going to change in a couple of years when all these people are missing it. I love it though. I didn't love Harbaugh doing that yesterday with their backup QB, especially the way their defense was starting to play.
I liked the decision. I hated the play call. They
rolled out, right?
A sprint out, which is a timing thing, and it was only a 1 receiver route. There was no other. I mean, Hollywood Brown came open, but he came from the backside, and it's so much timing with a backup quarterback that doesn't get a lot of reps. I hated the play call.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, Hundley, his escapability and the way he was running, why not, just keep him in the pocket, and then if things break down, let him work his magic, and you put a ton of stress on the defense. But that was, I don't know, easy to second guess.
That touchdown, by the way, is going to move this game into a 1-score game.
What touchdown?
The Bears touchdown, my friend.
And the Bears have 243 total yards compared to the Minnesota Vikings 161.
Yeah, I'm way off on the yardage. I'm way off on the passing.
Besides that, you're perfect though.
Besides that, I'm off on the score too, Frank.
Oh, but besides that though.
Besides that, the 3 predictor points I have are just rocking.
They're They're some of the strongest 3 I've seen.
That's right. And now suddenly I1 has dropped down to 4th place in the Beer for a Year Skybox and 2nd place in the Super Square Skybox.
Dave, how many predictor points do you have?
3.
3 point what?
That's great when we're talking semantics. 3.0770.
Oh, wow. I've got 3.5. And the guy, the person in front of me in the skybox has 3.5. The person behind me has 3.08.
Man, they're all smoking me.
I have 3.9537.
Wow.
Is his elbow down before that knee hits? No, I don't think so.
Yowza.
Wow,
That's a touchdown.
gosh, it's so close. On touchdown Bears, my friend.
Call it a touchdown, miss the extra
Yeah.
point. I got the perfect square then.
You can see it. That one, it's a better shot. You can see that's a touchdown.
I don't know.
A lot of former Bear players tonight complaining about the refs.
Well, yeah,
They're home. They're home in Chicago.
There have been some bad calls.
Beard, way to know the rules, though. I mean,
I have to. I watch every game every week.
I guess.
I get something wrong, the chat's the first one to correct me. Vike says no TD. Tommy says ball's moving. I wasn't even looking at that. The hard part of this is going to be you need the indisputable evidence. But I think that's a tutty. I don't know how you don't call that there.
I think they're going to say, give it to them. Make this game interesting. Keep people watching.
Dude, now you look mad.
Incomplete.
Wow. That's nuts.
Boo.
It's the right call, guys. Come on.
Well, I want to see the replay one more time because I was not watching the ball. I was watching his knee.
No further explanation. Sort of like Judge Judy.
She's a truth machine.
She is.
You know that, right? Yep.
I saw Judge Judy out to dinner once here in Naples. True story.
I was there yesterday.
I saw that. I heard you. My wife said you tweeted something about a rainbow or something.
Dude, it was crazy.
A double rainbow all the way.
Oh no, it wasn't a double rainbow, man. It was we had pulled out of the Ferrari dealership, not buying a Ferrari, but my son wanted to see a LaFerrari, and there was one in the showroom there. So, and we're driving down the road, and at the end of the road, it was just all these clouds. Looked like it was going to kind of rain, but there was this. It started from the ground and just went sideways across the sky with green and purple. It wasn't an arc like a rainbow. It was just this big, and in front of the clouds, this big, huge sideways streak. It was really cool. If you check my Twitter, I put the picture up there. Yeah, it was really neat.
Were you torn between sports and meteorology?
Yeah, a little bit because they said you have to be really good at math for meteorology.
Yeah,
it's advances, and I'm
You're good at math. I thought he was just kind of guessing.
No, you have to have
That's the weather. You're guessing.
Yeah,
takes a lot of math to get those forecasts wrong.
Yep.
They're talking about right now. New coach is gone or given notice they won't be back. Talking about that right now, Jonathan.
About what?
About the whole rule about coaches can be interviewed.
It really changes the game. I said this a couple weeks ago. What hurts the Bears is that they need a new GM, and if you're doing it the right way, you want to hire the GM so that they can make the decision on the coach. If that wasn't the case, if they just wanted a coach, they would have fired Nagy after Thanksgiving.
Ryan Pace should have been fired when he traded his draft away to move up one pick to select.
Yeah.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Yep. That move right there should have got, I don't know if it did, John Lynch, the GM of the Year award in San Francisco.
Yeah.
That was just I was just so embarrassed when I did.
You guys know that nobody likes to make fun of Mitch Trubisky more than me. At the same time, he's the most accomplished Bears quarterback of all time. Statistically.
Fake news.
Statistically.
I don't think so.
I mean, statistically, it's better completion percentage, less interceptions to touchdown ratio for I think the minimum is like 3 or 4 years played. More yards per attempt. His win-loss record was insane compared to other Bears QBs.
Legend.
Oh, nice. Another punt coming up.
What an ugly game from this Vikings offense against a hobbled Bears defense.
Yep.
Although Hicks and Quinn are dominating.
He's just having fun.
Hicks is a big boy.
No kidding.
And Kirk Cousins still 74 yards. 11 of 23 for 74 yards. I mean, who in this game picked Justin Fields to have more passing yards? Someone did, obviously, looking at the predictors.
I really needed more out of Jefferson and Conklin tonight.
What you need to do is hang on and beat Skeeter. That's what you need.
Oh, that game's over.
That's not over.
I'm worried about my other fantasy playoff game.
How can they bring excitement back to? I mean, they basically did away with kickoffs.
Right.
But even punts now, punters are so good where the hang time and it's like, you rarely see returns. I mean, maybe, what do you think? 25% of punts are returned?
Yeah, that or less.
And, I mean, like, how do you bring the excitement back to where special teams is actually like a weapon, where it can decide games or it's just so boring. I mean, it's like when they punt, it's like you might as well just go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah, unless you're the Packers or the special teams. It's like what you said earlier about the long snapper. All it can do is lose you the game. Same with special teams, right?
Yeah.
Packers are dropping balls all the time. The Bears were in that game last week because of that. I don't know what they can do.
I was reading somewhere. I don't know if it was the USFL. They were toying with the idea of getting rid of the punt.
You got to go for it. Or you just like move the ball 50 yards.
Yeah,
I'm looking it up, but I think I thought you have to go for it, but I'll look it up.
I like Fake White Teeth's idea. The defending punt coverage team wears blindfolds. CJ Craig, he answered that earlier, about 65, 70 pounds.
I don't like this. I don't like how I can't see the chat, John.
I know it's a little different. Yeah, you can if you go. Do you have it on your phone?
Oh wait, no. Here we go. Now I can.
Okay.
Did you hear what happened a couple weeks ago? The USFL was trying to recruit Pat McAfee to punt to be a punter.
That's awesome.
He said that was the one of the biggest smacks in the mouth I've ever received.
I think he's hilarious.
He goes, that's one of the biggest smacks in the mouth I've ever received. If I'm kicking, I'm not kicking in the beep USFL. I'm 34 years old. What are we even talking about here? I'll play quarterback in the beep USFL.
Oh.
What an ugly game.
Yep.
It'd have been more fun if it was kind of a blowout still, but more scoring. Don't worry, guys. You can watch 2 more games tomorrow night.
How about that?
Tuesday night football.
2 big games, too. Washington, Philly, I think, and then Rams, Seahawks.
There were a few of those last year with the COVID stuff, wasn't there?
Who carries them? Who carries them? The networks that lost them?
I don't know.
I can check right now.
That's a windfall for the networks. Seriously.
Unless
Whatever they
unless
were-
the Bachelor was supposed to be on or something,
Still, a football game will do better than The Bachelor.
I know, I'm just joking. Look at Justin. Hey, there's about 6 minutes left in this game.
It could happen.
Yeah,
It
the
could be
Bears are about to
extra-
score a touchdown. Their defense has been doing well and stuff. I mean, you never know.
It could be extra innings.
Oh, I don't want to have extra innings again.
All right,
No.
so Fox
Okay.
is carrying one of the games, Washington, Philly. NFL Network is carrying the. Oh no, I don't see the other one.
It's incomplete, but what a great job not to get sacked there. I thought, did he catch it? I thought it was incomplete too, but he came up and spotted it. Watch these guys both come through this untouched.
Wow, looks like Fox is covering maybe both, and so it's depending on where you live. I get the Washington at Philly game. Luckily, I have
Really?
Sunday ticket, so I'll go ahead and watch Stafford.
Barn burner.
I can't believe the Bears have 3 points on 266 yards.
And John, you said the Bears wouldn't get 200 yards of offense tonight. You had that flip flopped, I think.
I should just start on these games where it's like a guarantee. Just flip
Reverse
it.
everything. Yep.
So Seattle wins tomorrow.
There you go.
All right, so there's still a chance here, actually, if Montgomery gets in the end zone here.
It'd be huge for you if he did. There he is.
Oh,
Man down.
Burke, what's your Super Bowl prediction right now?
Oh,
that's a tough one, isn't it?
It is.
got to say Packers. Packers just look different this year. If they get healthy on defense, they're just different. Packers and I still believe in the Buffalo Bills.
I was going to say that.
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I'm sticking with my original preseason. Bills, Rams win.
Is Tre'Davious White for the Bills? He's not out for the year, is he?
I don't think so. Let me check.
I mean, he's like the best corner in the NFL. I don't think he's out for the year. I think when he comes back,
he's out for the season.
Oh yes. Well, there you go.
But maybe not. Well, maybe not the playoffs though.
Oh. Fourth and 4. Just overthrew Mooney in the corner of the end zone.
My son, who was in here earlier, who knows everything about everything, football. He told me like week 2, he's like, Dad, Bears got this receiver, Darnell Mooney. He's great. I never even heard of the guy. Every time I turn on a Bears game, he's like the only one that's catching balls. Him and Cole Kmet will have 6 catches for like 47 yards.
That's the second drop ball for Bird.
Oh.
Yeah, fast forward years, Dave.
After halftime, it always does that to us, and I always forget to fast forward it. My bad.
Hey, dark horse AFC contender, Titans.
Dude, they look bad.
Yeah, but they're going to get their stud back week 18 or first week of the playoffs. I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Who, Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the Colts are my favorite in the AFC right now.
They're
They look
spot.
good. Their defense is playing lights out.
Taylor's pretty darn good.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I'm not a huge Wentz fan, but he's doing well this year.
Yeah, he was awesome the other night, 5 of 12.
Yeah, right? Vikings are going to win this game with 172 yards of offense.
That's all you need. They're playing the Bears.
My friend.
my friend.
Man.
There you go.
Let me see if I got to 4 on my predictors. Now.
Falcons still in the hunt. Eagles. Vikings will be 7-7. Absolutely.
The Niners quietly 8-6.
Told you, I think the Niners are a decent team. That they may be there at the end. They may be that team that no one wants to play in the playoffs.
They've got to beat the Titans and the Rams to have a shot. They should have an easy win against the Texans. But actually, Frank, we have a game this Thursday.
We do.
That's Niners-Titans.
See?
And that'll be the last Thursday night game, right?
Yes.
The last Thursday NFL game. Matt, we're doing the Peach Bowl.
Peach Bowl?
Yep, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, Michigan State versus Pitt. Uncle Terry's going to the game. We're going to have the first ever live remote during a Super Squares college broadcast. Uncle Terry.
Nice.
Coming in on stream.
We should get Father Joe Krupp from Lansing on. He used to be the team chaplain for Michigan State when D'Antoni was the coach. He loves the Spartans.
He's a cool dude.
Let's do it.
You know Father Krupp?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Seen him.
all time.
Let's do it. It's an early game. It's a 7 p.m. game. So we'll be starting a little early next Thursday.
We'll get him on.
That'd be awesome.
Hey, there's Jefferson.
Oh, big first down right there. And the Bears are now out of timeouts.
You know, Jonathan's a big Michigan State fan too.
That's fake news.
He's a big State of Michigan fan.
I do actually root for Michigan State in football when they're not playing Michigan, but I hate Michigan State basketball.
Why?
Is they're good?
Yeah, they've just been good, and Michigan's finally very good at basketball, but it took a long time. How crazy is it, Dave, that just, this time next year we'll be watching the Ryan Day-led Bears?
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, I think college, after the Urban Meyer debacle, I think we're going to push pause on the college coaches in the NFL.
That are coming from Ohio State.
Yeah, specifically. Seriously, college coaches are making more money than pro coaches.
I was wondering that.
Yeah, some of them are stupid. Crazy money.
No, I think it's going to end up being either Ryan Day, Eric Bieniemy, or Leftwich for the Bears.
Bears.
I'm hoping for Matt Patricia, though.
Now, I mean, do you think that I was with Eric Bieniemy a long time ago? I love Eric. I loved him as a player, right? He just played for the Colorado Buffaloes back when that was like the coolest college team there was. Chris Berman gave him the greatest nickname ever, I think.
Eric sleeping with Bieniemy.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, amazing. But what you just said is you're talking about the offensive coordinator with Patrick Mahomes at quarterback and the offensive coordinator with Tom Brady. Like, are they – I mean, there's a saying in the NFL. If you want to be a great coach, have great players. Like,
right.
I mean, you can Eric Bieniemy come in and work with Justin Fields, and Andy Reid is he's the offensive coordinator of the Chiefs. He calls all the plays. And Tom Brady, I think, is the offensive coordinator of the Bucs. So, I don't know.
So who do you want then? If not those guys, for any coach. Like those guys, and there's a couple others who are in line for the next coaching job. It's just how it works, right?
It's kind of how it works.
I think Jim Caldwell deserves another shot. I loved him with the Lions.
He was great.
Here's my game-specific question, Berkey. 2 minutes left in this game. There's no way that Minnesota loses. The Bears have no timeouts left at all. And Dalvin Cook has been injured on and off this season twice where he's missed games.
Yeah.
And they're still handing him the ball and pounding him into the line. Why not bring in Alexander Mattison?
I think you're 100% correct, Dave. 100% correct.
And there you have it.
Yeah.
It's not quite December 31st, and you heard it. You were right.
Maybe I should coach these guys. Well, Madison's out with COVID. Okay, well, whoever their backup is, Skeet. Yeah, I mean, just somebody.
Somebody.
Instead of Dalvin Cook.
Berkey, you watch college football at all?
Oh, I love college football.
You think Michigan's got a shot against Georgia?
Nope.
Great.
You think Cincinnati's got a shot against Alabama?
Nope.
Not even a shot.
I think it's the Alabama Georgia again, and I think Georgia's got the edge. I really do. I mean, you learn so much when you lose. It was actually a perfect game for Georgia to lose because they just blow everybody out. And don't forget, Kirby Smart, Georgia had Alabama done in the national championship game a couple years ago. Done. And then Tua happened. I think Kirby knows how to coach against Saban.
He's not going to get a chance, though. He's going to have to lose to Harbaugh. Hey, Frank, question for you, buddy. 8:14 a.m. yesterday morning. I sent you a text.
Yes, I remember that.
What'd that text say?
I'll quote it. So I want to get every word exactly correct. My friend. What the hell is it? Monday, Saturday, Sunday. Where is it?
It's not that far up.
Yesterday.
Right.
Okay. Dude, no way. Oh, you didn't text it to me. You sent it to the old group chat.
Yeah, the whole group chat.
I was looking at my chat. Yeah, it basically says the Lions are taking down the Cardinals today.
Yeah. I didn't say they're going to cover.
You say that every week.
I don't. I really don't. Dave and Frank will back me up there. I've picked against the Lions a lot this year. But I called my shot yesterday morning, and I'm calling my shot against Georgia. Michigan wins that game by double digits.
You said Lions beat the Cardinals today. My response, it's way too early for absinthe, JB. But you were
Mike's
right.
84 says wrong, and I don't say that to
the
Matt Burke
SEC
often.
is just like it's just on another level. Bison Thumper asking if punters are football players. Yeah, technically, I guess.
Yeah,
I know this. Punters are people. They're people.
That's true. Yeah.
I was watching on the plane. I was watching the 30 for 30 on the Boz.
Brian Bosworth.
And what was fantastic about that was they were going through the seasons that he was in Oklahoma. And back then, I'm actually one. I liked it before there was a college football playoff. I don't like the college football playoff. But back in the 80s, it was Oklahoma, Texas, Nebraska. I mean, the Big Eight, that's where it was at. And it was just power football. Just running it up the middle and little option. And it was, it was in the 80s too, where the shoulder pads were like, your shoulder pads couldn't be too big. You couldn't take too many steroids. It was like huge neck rolls. Jerseys cut so the stomachs would show. It was awesome. Like mesh jerseys. It was so great. So great. Beard, you were too young. You missed that.
I know.
It was a great time in college football.
Moose Man just gifted 5 subs to the channel.
Moose Man, thank you, sir.
Moose is loose.
And Bangle drops 100 bits.
Hey, Vikes84, I would tell that to Mitch Berger's face 6 times a week and twice on Sunday.
BP Show just followed the channel. Looks like a little bit ago, 2 minutes ago. And they say, can we actually get squares? Sure. I got 2 partials tonight. Actually, I got 3. And I can't even win.
Maybe does he mean can we actually get squares, you and I, or is he saying can we, like as a group? Maybe he's new to playing. How do I get a square?
I think he's saying we, like, how come I'm not getting squares?
That's our equivalent of a lump of coal.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
321 yards and 3 points. That might be an NFL record. Most yards in a game with the least amount of points.
That's 1 point per 100 yards. Pretty bad.
Wow.
What did the Bucks have last night?
I don't know.
They got 0 points.
They didn't get any points, though. Exactly.
One could say that the Bears have scored 3 times as many points as the Bucks did yesterday.
No, you couldn't.
Oh, because that's 0, isn't it?
That's correct.
Math is hard.
It is for me. Let's see. I went to Silver Lake College versus Harvard. It's a toss-up.
Anything 0 is 0. I remember
one
that.
of those colleges is still open.
What's the question?
How do I get squares for games tomorrow, and how do I check my squares?
How do I get squares for games tomorrow? You can't because we're not covering tomorrow's games.
Yes.
But we will have Thursday's game in the lobby. If not, right after this game. Hey, Terry? Can you ask him if we're putting the game in after? For Thursday. We have somebody on stream wants to know. Yeah, some new player wants to know how can he get squares for games tomorrow? And I'm saying we're not doing tomorrow's games, but when will the Thursday game be available?
Sometime tomorrow afternoon.
Well, you know that kind of okay, all right. Because I don't okay.
And he's asking how do I check my squares because he's signed up.
BP is brand new. So yeah, BP, just dive into the app. And if you haven't yet, I don't know, maybe you just joined our stream or whatever. If you haven't downloaded the app yet, go to Super Squares, whether it's on your iPhone or the PlayStation or the Play Store or whatever, and just download the app. It's free, 100% free. Get yourself a screen name, pick out something family friendly. If you don't have a buddy, you can just make me your buddy, Dave, or whoever you want. And then follow all the instructions on there. There's tutorials and videos and instructions on how to do it. You'll go into the lobby, like we just said, and pick out the game for Thursday. You make 3 predictions about the game. Watch a couple of commercials. Make sure you pay attention to the commercials because you're asked questions about those commercials, and that counts for points. And then just follow along. Even if you're not watching the game, your app will update when the score changes. You'll get points at the end of each quarter and get it tabulated. And it's very easy to follow along. Touchdown Bears, my friend.
Down at the 1.
Dude, he was in the end zone when he caught the ball. Come on. Review that. Like it makes a difference. What's the spread on this game? 7?
5.5. I think it moved to 7 later today.
Looked like he was in the end zone when he caught that ball. And he came down in the end zone, right? Okay, out of the end zone. Okay, he's down at the 1 foot line. But a valiant effort by the Bears, my friend.
That right there just kind of sums up Matt Nagy's tenure in Chicago.
Yep.
Not quite.
Missed it by that much.
By the way, Fake White Teeth, yes, it was accredited, and so was Fordham University, where I got my master's. That was a little more known than Silver Lake.
Fordham, Vince Lombardi.
That's right. That coach.
7 block.
Hey, my predictors, I almost got up to 5.
Hey, they gave him the tutty.
Did they really?
They sure did. I know how my predictors get up to 11.
Did they really?
They did.
Bears
17-9.
missed out on setting a record for most yards with fewest points. See, they just blew that too right at the end.
Did they really? Did they say that? I said that might be the record.
I don't know.
Oh man, come on, Burke. I thought I did something
What are
cool.
the chances? I got a 9 for the Bears. That gives me to a partial because they got a touchdown and weren't allowed to kick the extra point. That's crazy.
Listen, I think let's just say this though. I think Justin Fields is going to be really good for the Bears.
Oh, that just gave me, by the way, just because everybody cares, that gave me a perfect square.
Good man.
Nice.
Partial.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my predictors have suddenly skyrocketed to 7.47.
747.
Ooh, 9.14 over here, Dave.
I went up to 13. Unlucky 13.
Big time.
So, Matt, you never did tell us how you felt about being excluded from the Bearded Blevins 80s Dave contest. I know you wanted in, and you heard there was Dave didn't want to give you any starting points at all. You know about that, right?
That's fake news.
Listen, I mean, I can understand, Dave and Beard, they've failed more than they've succeeded in life, Frank. So why would you want to invite me in where you're pretty much they just be competing for the silver medal, Yeah. I get it. I wouldn't, I don't go around picking fights with, Jake Paul or guys that are like 6'10", so I get it, guys.
A rare Jake Paul reference from Berkey tonight.
Yeah, right. Did you see that knockout?
Dude, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of like how I knocked Skeeter out of the fantasy football playoffs in our Super Squares Fantasy League tonight.
Oh, so.
That's John. You haven't done that yet.
Come on.
I'm just saying, dude. Don't get overconfident. Don't count the chickens.
I'm up 32 points, and I still have Stafford and a tight end.
And he still has 2 wide receivers and a quarterback too. I mean, so you never know, dude.
Moose Man's right.
That's why we invited Dave.
All right, game's over. Gentlemen, I'm going to head out to do my math.
See, it's all about math.
Commish, so good to see you tonight. Welcome to Florida.
You too. Thank you.
Stay.
Thank you.
Hey,
Stay a while.
my buddies. Hold on. Go back to that. What was that? I'm sorry. Go back to the leaderboard. That's my buddy, Matty Ice. Which one was that?
So Matty Ice is in the skybox. He has V with 73. It hasn't closed out yet. V is a partial.
Dude, it's my boy.
The perfect is N, and it doesn't look like anybody. Oh, there we go. Tommy Likes Wingies has N.
Oh,
Might not be enough to catch up to Matty Ice, my friend.
wow. Awesome. Way to go, Mark. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Well, yeah, this was fun. Burke, thanks for joining us, man.
My pleasure, boys and girls.
We'll do it again.
Yeah, if we don't see you, have a Merry Christmas, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. Merry Christmas to you and everybody else out there, and those that have little kids. Beard, you, me. Nothing like Christmas.
Nothing like it, man.
Yep.
Expect a phone call from me on New Year's Eve right after Michigan beats Georgia, my friend.
I listen. I wouldn't be disappointed. It'd be great if it happened. I think it'd be great for college football because the SEC has just owned it. But I guess you know what, Beard. You're used to losing, so
Disappointment, yeah.
So we'll get one.
It probably doesn't even sting anymore.
Unfortunately, it does. But this is fun. And Frank, we'll see you soon, my friend. Dave.
Good night.
All right,
Couple
guys.
nights.
Good night.